Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gray Veterans Field. Tonight, our Golden Eagles host the Forest Hill Rangers, but first, we are going to bring you Senior Night.
Oh, here we go. Good answer.
Okay, folks, we think we're ready to start. Once again, this is Senior Night, and tonight we are going to have the football seniors first, followed by the cheer, and then followed by the band seniors. Waiting for our guys to get here. We'll begin with the football seniors. First up, number 2, Brady Ronan, escorted by Brown and Kimberly Ronan. Brady's the running back and defensive back. Most memorable moment beating Thames Valley in 8th grade on the last drive. Brady's future is to play college ball and get a medical degree. And the people he admires the most are his parents. Brady Ronan. Next up, number 3, Colin Wallace. Escorted tonight by Peter John Wallace. Positions play, quarterback, tight end, wide receiver, running back, linebacker, defensive back. Also known as a versatile weapon, that's what he plays. Most memorable moment, the drive, beats Penn Valley on the last play of the game. Future plans to go to college for a degree in physical education and someday become a football coach. Most admired person, Coach Kenny Van Dievenhoek. Colin Wallace. Next up, number 5, Lucas Watt. Lucas is escorted tonight by parents Buddy and Jessica Watt. Position fullback linebacker. The most memorable moment beating Thames Valley in 8th grade on the final drive. Future plans to attend St. Francis for physical therapy. Most admired, his parents. Lucas Watt. Next up, number 8, Tony Hughes Jr. Tony is escorted tonight by Kelly Hughes and Tony Hughes Sr. Positions played, tight end and defensive end. Most memorable football moment, the locker room after beating BGG this year. Future plans attend Lock Haven for special education. Most admired by a younger brother, Justice. Tony Hughes Jr. Next up, number 9, Stephen Buck. escorted by parents Jeff and Stephanie Buck. Position played wide receiver and defensive back. Most memorable moment, hanging out with teammates at the senior dinners and singing karaoke. Future plans to attend Penn State for computer science. Most admired his parents. Stephen Buck. Next up, number 10, Andrew Weaver. Escorted tonight by Mom Amy, Brother Alex, Sister Allison, and Grandpa Tom Templeton. Positions wide receiver and defensive end. Most memorable moment, 8th grade Penn Valley game. Future plans to go to Penn State Altoona and would like to wrestle in the new wrestling program. Most admired, grandfather Tom Templeton and brother Alex Weaver. Andrew Weaver. Next up, number 27, Raven Kroll. Raven's escorted tonight by parents Christopher and Christine Wilmer. Positions played wide receiver and safety. Most memorable moment, BDG in giving us the momentum to keep on winning. Future plans to attend college to continue as a major in mechanical engineering. Most admired is Pat Scott because he has taught me that when life knocks you down, you have to work twice as hard to get back up. Raven Kroll. Next up, number 41, Rocky Romani. Rocky is escorted tonight by his mom, Casey Romani. Rocky is kicker and punter. Most memorable moment, getting his first tackle and hearing my name on the stop. Future plans, go to college and play soccer or football and major in language, probably Spanish. And the most admired person, his mom, Rocky Romani. Next up, number 67, Richard Rawlings. Escorted tonight by Josh and Alicia Rawlings. Positions played right guard and defensive end. Most memorable moment, joining the Tyrone football program after moving here from Juniata Valley. Plans to attend a technical school to pursue a career in welding. Most admired person, my dad. He is the most hardworking and selfless person I know. Richard Rawlings. Next up, number 68, Jake Wright. Escorted tonight by Vienna and Jeremy. Position left tackle. Most memorable moment, Ronnie versus Greenleaf and their forever lasting feud. Future plans, either become a travel nurse or go to business school. Most admired person, my dad, because he gives the best advice in almost every situation. Jake Wright. Next up, number 72, Brady Ewing. Brady is escorted tonight by Sarah and Bill on the deck. Position played left guard and defensive tackle. Most memorable moment when we drove the whole way down the field and scored at the buzzer to win the game against Penn Valley in 8th grade. Future plans to attend college and continue a career in football and or wrestling and become a physical therapist. Most admired person, cousin DJ, mom, and dad. Brady Ewing. And next up, number 73, Jay Eisenberg. Jay is escorted tonight by Laurie and Todd Eisenberg. Positions played defensive tackle and place kicker. Most memorable football moment, all of the senior dinners were great times. Future plans to attend university and potentially work as a fish and game warden. Most admired person, Aaron Rodgers, for inspiring his love for football. Jay Eisenberg. Next up, we'll start now with the cheer seniors. Our first cheerleading senior is Allie Black. Allie is escorted by her parents, Clint and Jessica Black. Allie has been a varsity cheerleader for 4 years. She's also a member of Student Council, Beadham, Golden Revolution, and National Honor Society. Her favorite cheerleading memory is when the varsity competition team won the grand champion title at the Battle of the Boat. In the future, Allie plans to attend college. She'll major in criminal justice and join the FBI. Allie's advice to underclassmen is to make sure to smile and always enjoy your time in the field. Allie Black. Next up is Lauren Fleck. And I believe we have Riley there too. Lauren is escorted tonight by her parents, Ryan and Amy. Lauren has been a member of the varsity cheerleading team for 4 years. Along with cheerleading, she's a member of the National Honor Society, Golden Revolution, and Prom Committee. Her future plans is to attend college at Penn State and go to law school to be an attorney. Also, Riley Fleck. Riley is equally escorted by her parents. Riley has been a varsity cheerleader for 4 years. She also participates in Golden Revolution, Student Council, NHS, and Prom Committee. After high school, Riley plans to attend college at Penn State. Her advice to the future cheerleaders is to smile big and always give it your best. Laura and Riley Black. Our last senior cheerleader is Mercedes Miller. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Ashley and Adam Miller. Mercedes has been a member of the varsity cheerleading team for 4 years. She participates in HOSA, National Honor Society, and AVITA. Her best memory is making All-American cheerleader 5 years in a row and traveling to London to participate in the New Year's Day parade. Mercedes would like to go into the medical field after she graduates. Advice to underclassmen: don't rush into your future. It's okay not to know what you want to do, because I still don't know either. Mercedes Miller. That will bring us to our band seniors. First up is Rebecca Beck. Rebecca is being escorted by Jessica Buckwalter and Robert Beck III. 5 years in the band. Her section is majorette. Extracurricular activities is Starlight Throwers competition team and Starlight Throwers marching group. Favorite band moment: dancing in the stands with the twirl. Advice to underclassmen: listen to Marshall. Future plans to attend Bethany College in West Virginia and major in biology. Rebecca Beck. Next up is Kaylee Bronzina, escorted by parents Travis and Paula and sibling Macy and Craig. 8 years in the band, instrument, trumpet, and vibraphone. Extracurricular activities: concert band, concert choir, CCC, indoor percussion, indoor color guard, jazz band, National Honor Society, pop, and softball. Favorite band moment: having multiple of my fellow band members gather around me for a hug when I was anxious before performance. Future plans to attend college for a bachelor's degree in graphic design. Kaylee Bronzina. Next up is Joseph Davis, escorted tonight by Edward and Vanya Davis. 8 years in the band, instruments: baritone sax, alto sax, soprano sax, bass guitar, and marimba. Extracurricular: marching band, jazz band, concert band, indoor percussion, and National Honor Society. Advice to underclassmen: respect the upperclassmen and instructors. Future plans to attend Juniata College. Joseph Davis. Next up is Landon Geisinger, escorted tonight by parents Lisa and Lance Geisinger. 3 years in the band, instruments is percussion, extracurricular activities: marching band and indoor percussion. Favorite band moment: winning first place at ACCs and playing Mortal Kombat with Joey in WoW. Advice to underclassmen: live life with confidence, socialize, and take things in stride. Future plans to go to Penn Tech for HVAC. Landon Geisinger. Next up is Abigail Roberts, escorted tonight by parents Bridget Montgomery and Chad Montgomery. 8 years in the band. Instrument is percussion. Extracurricular is indoor percussion, marching band, and NHS. Favorite band memory, my first year was when a group of us played Monopoly on the bus. Advice to underclassmen, don't rush these things, have fun, make memories. Future plans, major in psychology in college, and after that attend medical school to eventually become a psychiatrist. Abigail Roberts. Next up is Jade Elizabeth Smith, escorted by Chastity Smith and David Smith. 9 years in the band. Instruments, bass, clarinet, xylophone, and piano. Extracurricular, marching band, indoor percussion, and NHS. Favorite moment, my first year when walking to school for a football game. I played to just my friend and she fell dramatically down on her knee and landed in dog food. That's good. Advice to underclassmen, don't be afraid to take opportunities given to you as you might regret it later. Future plans on going to college for photography. And that is JD, and we have, I believe, Logan as well down there. And Logan in the band 7 years, percussion instrument, marching band, indoor percussion, and NHS. Advice to underclassmen, don't get caught up in the drama because you'll be wasting your time on something that isn't going to matter. And future plans to go to college to study to be a music teacher. Once again, that is Logan Smith. We have JD and Logan. And next up is Austin White. Austin is escorted by parents Eric and Julie White. 8 years in the band. Instrument is percussion. Extracurricular, marching band, Pops Extension, Quiz League, Yan, Golden Revolution, and the NHS. Favorite band moment, walking back to school from every football game. Advice to underclassmen, enjoy every little moment, it goes by faster than you think. Future plans to attend college in a STEM-related field. Austin White. Ladies and gentlemen, one big, great round of applause for all of the seniors in the football, cheer, and dance. Congratulations to you and your parents.
Make somebody a nice wife, I tell you. Get everything set up. That's Larry. I just show up.
Okay, David, you're going to play this right there. All right, so would everybody please rise for the playing of our national anthem and alma mater.
Thanks.
tonight at halftime will be normal Forest Hills band will play, and then Tyrone's band will do their normal performance both at halftime.
He's the principal junior. He's been there 10 years. He's been there since 2010. You got to do that to survive. That's right. No. I will.
You tell me, it was just an old man moment.
He'll understand because he has those qualities.
Are you almost there? Because I can go. I forgot to switch the audio. You get it? You're close enough, or should I go down? Oh, okay. Then you're. Yeah. Gotcha. All right.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention as they enter the field. Here they come, your Tyrone Golden Eagles.
He's got 9. I think he really doesn't want to see 10. He does not want to see double digits.
Right, and you could tell that he had better mindset last week, too. And, you know, the other amazing thing is to throw for 360 yards, Jim. Mm-hmm. He didn't play half the fourth quarter.
That's true.
You know, so if he had been in the whole game, he would have easily had over 400 yards passing. And I agree with you. I think he's turned the page. We talked about it last week, excuse me, that he needs to rewind that clock in his head to know when there's, hey, I've got 3.5 seconds that I've been back here. I need to make a decision. Either I'm going to throw the ball into the parking lot or I'm going to take off and run with it, but not just heave it up in the air. And that's where he got in trouble at the beginning of the year.
And the running game, the way it's producing now, is taking pressure off of him where he doesn't feel like he has to make perfect throws, because many games this season, his receivers were not getting separation.
Exactly.
And now that the running game is in gear, those people in the secondary, linebackers, they've got to respect that, and that's going to lead to receivers getting more distance between them and the coverage.
Absolutely correct. And, you know, with that thought, too, is the way the offensive line has been opening up holes. I watched very intently last week. I wish I could have been a running back last week, because there was holes you could have driven a truck through. I mean, they really opened up some huge holes.
All right, let's take that last break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the kickoff, Chuck.
From the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle Football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7 The Train, WTRN.
Community Pharmacy in Tyrone, your locally owned and operated independent pharmacy. We offer prescriptions and compounding services along with a wide range of over-the-counter products, Sunny Incontinence products, and Nova Safety and Mobility products. Stop in Community Pharmacy in Tyrone and shop our gift and seasonal decor, all priced with everyday low pricing. Don't forget to check out our full wall of designer greeting cards, value priced at 99 cents or $1.99. Community Pharmacy in Tyrone. Small enough to know you, large enough to fulfill your pharmacy needs.
For over half a century, the Student Bookstore downtown has been the source for everything Penn State. SBS has the largest selection of Penn State apparel and gifts in town. Hoodies, hats, tees, shorts, sweatpants, and more for everyone, even pets. Plus, the Big Blue on the corner has all your tailgating supplies, as well as banners, prints, wall hangings, and frames. If you're a Penn Stater looking for something Penn State, shop the Student Bookstore in downtown State College. Open 7 days a week and always online at thestudentbookstore.com.
It's a new name, same great station. 96.9 and 100.7. The Train. WTRN. Tyrone, Altoona.
Back at Gray Vets Memorial Field alongside Chuck Bannis, I'm Jim Gregory, and we are excited to bring you this Week 10 tilt between two 6-3 teams. Your Tyrone Golden Eagles going for 6 straight wins. Both teams are out on the huddle, out on the field, getting ready for the kickoff. Forest Hills won the coin toss and has elected to receive. Tyrone will be kicking off from right to left.
And, you know, I'm glad you said that because one of the people down in Merritt Island, Florida, John Morrow, he says he really appreciates that because when we tell them which directions he's
Makes them feel like they're here.
They're here. He says, I have it in my mind, and
Yeah.
I know which way we're running and how it's looking. And so, John, there you go.
And, John, I got to tell you, you were one of the fewer folks that is not here tonight. When we have a home game, certainly folks are listening that are out of the area, like yourself. But I got to tell you, this is probably the biggest crowd since the home opener that fans are here for this game tonight. Obviously, 70-degree temperatures at the end of October help. But it's also senior night, and the Golden Eagles are on a big win streak. They're one of their longest since you and I have been involved with the program, Chuck. Right. And this is an opportunity to really go into next week for the playoffs against Penn Cambria, correct?
Correct.
Yes. And this is going to be fun.
It's going to be fun, too, to listen to see where that game's going to be held next week because apparently Penn Cambria's field, which is natural field, is just the quote that we were given tonight was trash. So they're trying to get it moved to a turf field, so artificial surface.
Romani's got the ball on the tee, and the whistle gives him the signal. Here's the run up, and they kick it along the ground, and it hits at the 20. High bounce inside the 20, picked up on the return. Across the 20 into the 25, avoids a tackler at the 25 to the 30, out to the 35, out to the 40. Good return. Let's give credit to Ben Hartice, the senior wide receiver linebacker, 5'10", 165-pounder. The kickoff strategy by Romani does not work. The coverage not good, and the return for Forest Hills sets them up with very good field position. 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line. Again, going from left to right.
Stephen Buck was in on the tackle, and Jim, what made that happen was 4 missed tackles. They should have had him back about the 25-yard line.
Cornell under center. Man in motion. Now another goes in motion, and they're going to throw on 1st down. Looking. Excuse me. Boy, I felt a sneeze coming. I couldn't get that out. I apologize. I did cover my mouth for anybody that's listening, including my wife, the nurse practitioner. Anyway, the pass is incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10 from the 41. They are on the far hash mark. Rangers break their huddle. 2 receivers to the near side. That's the wide side for your Ranger quarterback. Power eye left, and they go to the ground. Tackled after a gain of about a yard. Give credit.
Number 76 for Tyrone right there. Stood him up in the hole.
Is that Rawlings?
That is John Stanton.
John Stanton, thank you. Also, Austin Lucas was in there as well.
Yes, he was. Stanton hit him first, Lucas. And that's the big thing. Wrap up, and then Tyrone is schooled. Trust me, I know this. They're schooled to run to the ball. So there's black jerseys going to that ball.
Cornell will go from the shotgun this time with Hartice in the backfield. 4 receivers looking for time. Pass is incomplete. Good coverage there by Brady Ronan, intended there for Xander Richardson. Cornell had time. Ewing was bearing down on him, so the throw had to come out a little earlier than intended, but the good pressure results in a 3 and out for the Rangers and a punting situation that'll send.
And once again, Ewing picks right up where he left off with pressure. And he's being double and triple teamed, and he still does a job. And when he's double and triple teamed, the linebackers from Tyrone look like they're all state because nobody can get to that second level to block them.
Krull stands at his own 25. Bad punt. It's going to get okay distance, but it never really got very much higher than about 10 feet off the ground and goes out of bounds inside the 25, officially marked out of bounds at about the, at the 33-yard line, not the 25, but inside the 35. First and 10 for the Golden Eagles at their own 33-yard line, going from right to left on the far side hash mark here at Gravettes Memorial Field.
Yeah, that was kind of a line drive. He was trying to kick the ball away from Krull, so...
Weaver split wide to the left. Pistol formation. Hoover comes in motion. They go power I left, and they hand it to Ronan. Gets positive yards out across the 35 to about the 36. They may give him the 37, which would be a gain of 4.
And in on the tackle there is number 51 for the Rangers, and that is Henderson Jackson. Jackson Henderson.
Out of the huddle come the Golden Eagles, facing a 2nd and 5. Actually gave him 5. I'm still saying it's 4. Power I left. In motion. In the slot is Weaver. Rolling. Walk. Has a wide open man, and he can't make the catch. That's Weaver making a sliding attempt. Ball was slightly thrown behind him, and Walk had lots of time and just didn't make a good throw. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 5 from the 37.
Behind him. And it's a good track tonight. It's dry. It looks great. Chris Wilson just said out in Los Angeles, the field looks great for the end of October, and it really does. It's been well taken care of.
Just joining us for Scoreless, 10:08 left first quarter. Trips to the left for Walk. Ronan in the backfield. Wilmer top side right. Walk's going to throw for it. He's got Krull. First down yardage. Confident pass made by Ashton Walk to a wide open Draven Krull out to near midfield, just shy of the 50. No, the point of the ball is touching the midfield stripe. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
And Jim Krull did a nice route there. He found the open window between the linebacker and the safety, and Walk lit it up perfectly right over the cornerback and before the safety could get there. So very good passing catch there for Tyrone.
Single coverage on the man top side as Weaver is in motion. That's Hoover, and they hand it off to Ronan. Big time yardage, not enough for a first down, but give him yards. He's got 9 on that carry, and the offensive line for the Golden Eagles just meshing so well late in the season. It's been a process for that group, but they have certainly responded. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1 inside Forest Hills territory, just shy of the Rangers' 41-yard line.
And Cody
Krull goes wide top side. Coach.
Cody McCoof was on the tackle there.
Walk under center. That's Weaver in motion to the slot. They're going to give it to Ronan, and he's going to get enough for the first down across the 40. He should move the chains for that one.
And number 52 for the Forest Hills Ranger, and that is Ethan Strupko. Again, Tyrone methodically moving the ball. And this is one of the things we said, is to keep their offense on the field and keep the defense wearing down the Forest Hills defense.
Wilmer goes wide right with Hoover in the slot. Krull and Weaver also in formation, rolling right. Now he's going to come back this way. He's got blockers. Throws downfield to Krull. Nice job by Ashton Walk, pump faking, bringing up the coverage and opening up Draven Krul downfield, and a personal foul penalty on a late hit out of bounds. They're going to tack 15 onto that one.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake there. Krul was a good yard out of bounds, and actually he targeted him with his helmet. They don't have the targeting rule in high school, but he'll get called for a late hit. But boy, he went helmet to helmet a yard out of bounds.
Puts the ball at the 11-yard line, so it won't be first and goal, but it's as close as you're going to get. Out of the huddle come the Golden Eagles. They wind the play clock, the game clock at 8:23 left. First quarter was scoreless. Ronan, pistol formation behind Walk. They give it to Ronan. He's got the 5. He's got the goal line. Touchdown, Brady Ronan. Golden Eagles are on the board.
And boy, he's standing up. I don't know if he was touched.
I think they maybe touched a shoelace.
Okay. Which one?
Hard to tell. His feet are moving so quickly.
I know.
Romani on for the extra point. An impressive first drive, first possession for the Golden Eagles. The snap is good, and the hold is perfect. The kick straight through the uprights. Romani continues to impress. He kicked that one into the neighborhood next door. 7-0 Tyrone, 8:16 left to go, first quarter.
And, Romani's kicking the ball with so much confidence now. That would have been good from 25, 30 yards, maybe even 35 yards out. And boy, what an opening statement by Tyrone, which right now, Jim, I would say the big M factor, momentum, is definitely in the Tyrone Golden Eagles corner.
And confidence.
Absolutely. Wanted to say hey down there in Louisiana tonight. And we have another Tyrone Golden Eagle fan, Tim Kimball. So, Tim, enjoy the game tonight down there in Louisiana. So we're covering our southern states first, and we keep
we'll work our way.
We've already hit Chris Wilson out in California. He's one of the first ones that gets on here and says hey. And
I know we have listeners in Japan as well.
And Chris, you can think it's 90 degrees out there, but it's 69 here in Tyrone on October 27th.
Some in the crowd wearing short sleeves, some with just sweatshirts. Just a great night for high school football in northern Blair County. 7-0 Golden Eagles with the Romani kick underway. Another squibber along the ground, taken at the 17 by Hartice, up over the 30, 35, and 37. Brought down hard by Austin Lucas.
And Gage Miller also in on the stop to help out there. And I would think they might want to keep the ball away from that young man. He is big. He's tall. He's beefy.
Well,
and
the strategy's not working
hard
right now.
No, kick it to the other side.
Yeah.
And just keep it out of his hands, because that guy runs hard.
First and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Here come the Rangers out of the huddle. Golden Eagles forcing a 3-and-out on the Rangers' first possession. Cornell gives to, that's Mason Papinchak. He's more or less the secondary running threat for the Rangers.
Right. Eli Woomer on the stop for Tyrone after a short game. Well, no, they're going to give him about 5 yards on that play.
Yep, out to the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up second, and it's a long 5. The play call coming into the huddle.
And, Jim, I've noticed right now every running play that Forest Hills has made has been away from Andrew Weaver.
Good observation. Cornell throws it underneath. Papinchak brought down nicely. Great open field tackle by Brady Ronan. No gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Weaver did a good job on the rush, forcing the throw to go a little bit behind Papinchak, and that allowed Ronan to come in and make a tackle. If that ball is thrown without Weaver's presence, it may have gone for more had Papinchak been able to catch it in front of him on the dead run. 6:52 and counting first quarter. Tyrone up 7-0.
Oh.
Movement, and I believe it's going to go against Forest Hills.
I think so. I think you're right. And boy, we're looking at a mismatch down here. If you look at Forest Hills, number 22 for Forest Hills,
Yeah.
that is, let me give his...
Yeah, Chase Williamson.
Chase Williamson. He is 5'10 and 175, and he's being covered by number 13,
Yeah, Gage Miller.
Gage Miller, who's got to be not 6'5 and not 175. So,
But he's no wilting flower out there as Gage Miller.
No, he'll bring it.
He'll bring it.
But
yep.
boy, you look at that down here. There's a definite mismatch in the size.
3rd and 10 from the 38. Cornell rolling right, sets, throws hard, and it's intercepted. No, it's skipped into the hands of Brady Ronan. Cornell saw the coverage and thought, oh, I don't think I should be throwing this, and so he threw it poorly, so poorly that even the DB couldn't make the interception because Ronan was in a better position than the receiver to make that catch, and so it's another 3 and out for the Tyrone Golden Eagle defense.
And Jim, did you notice how when they roll out, where they're rolling to?
Away from Weaver.
Away from Weaver. I don't think they want any part of Andrew Weaver.
Kroll standing at his own 25. First punt was not good. This one's a little bit, it's a knuckler. Taken by Kroll at the 30 and hit immediately at the 32. Nice coverage by the Rangers. On that tackle, I believe it was Brody Custer, sophomore running back.
I think so, too. Nice open field tackle.
1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles.
And again, we've said this before, but that might not be a big return, but how many yards in field position did he save by not letting that ball bounce on the ground?
That's a great point. Love that point. 6:31 left as the Golden Eagles start with this drive at their own 33-yard line. Pistol formation with Ronan behind Walk, 2 receivers to the left. The ball on the right side, hash mark. Ronan with the carry, looking for running room. Finds it to the outside, but not much. Give him 4. Out to about the 36, maybe the 37.
Host of white jerseys out there to make the stop on there. He bounced out outside.
They're giving him 38.
Yep.
That's
Nice
all of 5 yards. 2nd and 5 now. Ronan running well. Clock running, coming up on the halfway point of this first quarter. Weaver in the slot to the left, along with Gage Miller wide to the left. Power I, and they're going to throw quickly to Kroll. Makes the catch at the 45 to the 50. Inside Ranger territory, brought down by a couple of defenders for Forest Hills. Ashton Walk loving the connection between he and Draven Kroll.
And boy, number 3, Cody McClough, if he's going to continue to play 13, 14 yards off of Draven Kroll, he's going to have a rough night because that was just a 5-yard hitch and ended up being almost a 15-yard gain.
Eli Woomer, single coverage out deep far right side, but they're going to go to the ground with Brady Ronan. He's tripped up and tackled there by number 5 for Forest Hill, Xander Richardson. He's the two-way player among many for the Rangers. We'll hear his name a lot on offense, as Coach pointed out in the pregame.
And that ankle tackle saved Forest Hills probably at least 12 more yards, because if he got through him, that was the second level. He was another 10 yards for sure.
They give him 3. He's going to bring up 2nd and 7 at the 48 of the Rangers. Near side hash, tight formation. Hoover not going to block as Walk is going to look to throw, and what a nice move by Walk, opening up an open receiver downfield. Andrew Weaver with the catch at the 30, inside the 30 to the 25. Great move by Ashton Walk as he just completely duked the defender for Forest Hills, and it gave him all kinds of time to find a receiver. And when Weaver has time to find an open area, he just makes himself such an inviting target for Ashton Walk.
And boy, the pressure by number 66 there was really good up the middle, and Ashton Walk saw him coming, and he for lack of a better word, he was looking for his ankles back there. This man, Ashton Walk faked
or a
him
garment, an undergarment.
Right out of his shoes.
Pistol, they go to Ronan. He's got running room around the left side to the 20, 15, inside the 15, brought down by 3 Rangers, but not before picking up 12 inside the 15 to the 13.
And all 3 tacklers are the secondary players. So not only are they getting past the line of scrimmage, they're also getting past the linebackers, which means that Tyrone's being able to block the line and then come off that initial block and pick up a linebacker.
Good job by that left side of the offensive line, too, with John Stanton sealing those defenders off, allowing Ronan to pick up good yardage. Power eye left. Lucas in the backfield. Ronan, and then Weaver in motion to the slot right. They're going to stay on the ground with Ronan. He's got 1 touchdown to his credit already tonight. He's looking for a second. He's going to get closer to that with a gain of 5. Just outside the Rangers' 6-yard line. It's going to bring up second, and they can get a first down at the 3. So call it second and about 4.
And boy, Tyrone's guessing right now. Every time they run a play and up the middle, off tackle, off guard, they're running right where the blitzing linebacker vacated it, and there's nobody there.
Ronan, he's got the opening into the end zone. Yes! 7 yards on the touchdown for Brady Ronan. Didn't see a hole to the left, brought it back to the right. And the Golden Eagles are on top early here in the first quarter. 2:48 left. They're up 13-0 with a Romani extra point away from making it 14.
And Ronan with a 7-yard touchdown run. So he is on fire, and it's in the first quarter, and Tyrone is scoring often.
Well, they're scoring at will, though they're making it look easy. Extra point is good. Cohen Wallace doing a nice job of getting that snap down, and the hold was good, and Romani very confidently just boots it through. The Golden Eagles are playing at a high level of confidence right now, and the Golden Eagle fans are letting them know. First quarter last week was very good to the Golden Eagles, too.
Exactly like we're at right now. It's 14-0 after a couple possessions. And right now, though, last week it was the Ashton Walk show. Right now, it's Brady Ronan just handing him off, and then they're keeping them honest because we said in the pregame, Jim, they have to maintain and be multidimensional. They're running well. They're throwing well. So right now, they've got that defense on the hook for Forest Hills.
Yep. Well, whatever film the Rangers got a chance to look at last week, how you try and develop a defensive game plan against that kind of attack, you would come in with a little bit of anxiety if you're a Ranger defender.
And Forest Hill scored 50-some points on Somerset last Friday.
Romani's going to kick it away. And he kicks it into the end zone. He's like, Coach, I can kick it deep. Don't make me squib it along the ground. Touchback.
Yep. And that'll be good, too, keeping it out of his hands. Not necessarily kick away from him, but if he can kick the ball in the end zone like that,
Romani is
more
thrilled.
Power to him.
Thanks, Coach. I told you. That's what he's telling Coach.
Yeah. Coach
just let me kick it away.
Coach is just looking at him. Okay.
Rangers out of the huddle. 1st and 10 at their own 20, trailing 14-0. Hartice is in the backfield.
And this is their worst starting position in their third possession.
Cornell under center. They stay on the ground.
Oh, my.
Nothing doing there.
Braden Ewing and Stanton again.
That was Richardson with the carry. They give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Clock rolling, 2.5 left first quarter.
Stanton and Ewing met right there at the ball. And
we haven't mentioned, by the way, Braden Ewing got the player of the game last week. He's showing why he's deserved it. I mean, that's where Ronan is going. He couldn't go over Ewing that time because they overplayed the Ewing blocking, and Ronan was able to take it the other way for the touchdown. But Braden Ewing is just dominating his helmet, the helmet right in front of him. Flag at the whistle.
Legal procedure.
5-yard penalty will be marked off against the Rangers. Going to make it 2nd and 14.
And Jim, we said that last week too about, it's tough when you pick the players of the game, because your quarterback always stands out in a win like that, and your running back stand out, and the guys in the front who really do the work, and every play they have to be on the money for it to work, and you
got to have time to throw, got to have holes to run through.
It was so good to give Ewing the player of the game last week, and he earned it.
Hartice is the up back. They go from the eye, and they're going to throw for it. And it is caught by Hartice at the 18, and he's brought down immediately. Was that Ronan with the tackle?
It looked like Ronan again.
It was. Mm-hmm. And he's having a night.
They didn't even make up the loss of yardage on the penalty.
They only got about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11 from their own 19-yard line. They're between the hash marks, going from left to right. Stanton comes out. They're expecting a passing play here. And that results in some fresh rushers coming in, with Ian Gibbons making his first appearance on the defense. He'll be rushing from that right side. And how about Weaver going to the left side? Give him another look. They're going to throw downfield, and it is caught at the 32.
Yep, he caught.
Not for a first down.
And on the stop there, I'm trying to pick
it
up
was Lucas Walk,
number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't see it there.
So, as you were saying, they were going away from Weaver, so they bring Gibbons in, put him on the right side, move Weaver to the left side, and they were able to block and get enough time to make that completion. That's the first down of the game for the Forest Hills Rangers. 1st and 10, far side hash mark here at Gray Vets from the 34. Going to throw again. Cornell directing traffic. He's got a wide open man, and it is overthrown for Hartice, and Ronan comes in to deliver a hit after the pass goes through the hands of Hartice. No flag. It was a good follow through. He couldn't stop himself. 2nd and 10, stops the clock with 22.2 seconds left here.
I think what the fans were moaning about was the possibility of the 2 holds on the Tyrone. There was
they were seeing holding. Yeah.
Piggyback ride. But,
oh gosh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell it was Braden Ronan until he got off his back. Ewing. Braden Ewing.
Okay.
Oh.
And they go to the ground with Hartice. And he's got a wide open field, midfield. 35-30, 25-20. He's going to go the distance. 67 yards. They crossed up the Golden Eagle defense. Thought it would be a passing play on a 3rd and 11, and 67 yards later, Hartice is into the end zone for the Rangers. They're on the board. 10.8 seconds left in the first quarter. It'll be a 14-7 game here momentarily, unless they would happen to go for 2. We'll let you know here momentarily as well. 67 yards. He went untouched.
Yes, he did. Looks like they are going for...
No, they got the kicker out there.
And what is that number, Jim? Can you pick that up?
It's like 48.
48 for the Rangers.
Mm-hmm. 5 is the holder.
And that's not in the program.
No. Kick is up and through. 14-7.
That's number 88. Okay, so 88 is in there, and that's Carpenter, Caden Carpenter.
All right, very good.
Carpenter kick. Well, we got a game now again.
Yeah, we do.
Now, this is where Tyrone wants to answer, Jim. Take the ball and answer.
Well, the defense is smarting from that one. They have not given up plays like that in a while, and they are a proud group. They will huddle on that one and say, okay, we're not letting that happen again.
Yeah. And they had them spread out, and the linebackers were spread out, and that just was a quick hitter.
Yep.
A little quick trap in the inside, and he was off to the races, and he had some good speed, too.
Yes, he did.
He had speed.
He outran a couple of defenders. Hoover and Krull will be the return men for the Golden Eagles at their own 10-yard line. Carpenter given the ball to put on the tee, and we'll
want to be aware of something here. You don't want to get some coaches feel like, okay, we put them on their back of their heels now. Let's try to burn them with an onside kick and see if we can get the ball back and tie the game up, and then it's anybody's game.
That put a little bit of a hush over this Tyrone Golden Eagle crowd tonight. The signal to kick it away. Carpenter puts the right foot into it. It's a spiral of a kick taken over at the 10 by Hoover, up over the 15, across the 20 to about the 25-yard line. He was not going to go down easily. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles, leading 14-7. The ball will be placed at their own 25-yard line, so a return of 15 for Seth Hoover.
This should be the last play of the first quarter coming up here. And for the Rangers on that time, it was Ben Hartles who made it stop.
All right. Backs to either side of Ashton Walk. Ronan and Hoover going to throw to the near side catch by Woomer. Avoids a tackle, and that is taken down awkwardly at the 30-yard line, and he's shaking his head a little bit. He was taken down very awkwardly, and he's going to go to the sideline. He's feeling that one. It was just an awkward tackle after a gain of 5. Last play of the quarter. We'll send to the break and be back after this. Chuck?
From the Snare & Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle Football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7. The Train, WTRN.
This is Nathan Varilla, your 1999 state championship football team captain. Winning a state championship, you have to do everything excellent. Excellence matters. That's why here at Varilla Real Estate, I've taken what I've learned on the football field and applied it to our business. Doing the little things, outworking your competition, being aggressive, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Varilla Real Estate is ready to help you in all your real estate needs. When it's 4th and 4 and you need a touchdown by selling your house, call Varilla Real Estate today.
Are you looking for a challenging and exciting work environment and a new and rapidly growing company where your potential is limitless? Well, if you answered yes, then Mag Industries in Tyrone is right for you. Check out Mag Industries jobs online at Indeed.com and apply today. Don't miss out on that next big thing in Blair County. Go to Indeed.com and look for Mag Industries and apply today. Located at 1631 Lincoln Avenue in Tyrone, Mag Industries, where everyone is an entrepreneur.
96.9 and 100.7. The Train. WTRN.
Officials not wasting any time in between quarters. They set the ball, and while we were away, Brady Ronan on a 2nd down play. Doesn't get much. Give him 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 from their own 33. They're now going from left to right here at Gravettes Memorial Field. The ball's placed on the far side hash mark. The Golden Eagle offense has been operating pretty much at will. The first 2 possessions resulting in long touchdown drives. The Rangers' first 2 possessions were 3 and out before the 67-yard touchdown run, and Ronan is going to be stopped short. It's going to bring up 4th down in a punting situation for the Golden Eagles. Ronan, no gain, 4th and 2. That will bring Romani out onto the field.
That play there, I'm not sure. It was hard to tell because it was right in the middle of the line of scrimmage there, but it didn't look like there was a clean exchange and a clean snap there. First of all, I thought the ball might have been on the ground, but luckily it wasn't for Tyrone.
Snap and the punt. Quickly down to the return man for the Forest Hills Rangers. And then there's a flag thrown behind the play. And I'm going to say the Rangers are going to get flagged for a holding penalty. The return marked down at the 38-yard line of the Rangers, and then the flag will figure out what it's going to be. But here's the call. I thought it might have been a block in the back versus a hold because it was behind the play, and it was a silly penalty. The play was already gone.
And Austin Lucas for Tyrone was the recipient of that block in the back, right in front of the official. Had a really good shot at seeing it.
And they say the penalty happened at the 36, so they'll take it back 10 to the 26 of the Rangers, who trail 14-7, 10:31 left to go. Second quarter. The ball's on the near side hash mark. Going from right to left.
And a good punt by Romani.
Yes, it
coupled
was.
with the penalty. Gives Tyrone a good exchange of field positions.
4 receivers in formation. Hartice the back in the backfield, just off the right hip of Cornell. They're going to stay on the ground. Cornell, and then a flag comes in. There's going to be a holding penalty against the Rangers. And that was not Hartice. Instead, it was Papenchak.
Papenchak, right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to take them back 10 more.
It is. The holding infraction occurred at the 25-yard line, so they should take this all the way back to the Rangers. Well, no. I'm going to say it happened at the 29, I guess. So it'll be marked 10 yards back to the 19. The line to make is the 36, so it'll be 1st and 17 from the 19 of the Rangers. Clock now rolling. Out of the huddle come the Rangers. Single receiver top side. I formation with Cornell under center. Papenchak and Hartice, and they're going to throw it. Far side caught. Down the right sideline and finally knocked out of bounds, but give credit to a nice catch on the pass from Cornell made by Chase Williamson. Good route, and he had plenty of room for yards after the catch.
And Brady Ronan pushed him out of bounds there.
Shy of the first down, though.
They were playing pretty far off him there. Tyrone, the defensive back for Tyrone, was a good 13, 14 yards off.
It's a gain of 13, brings up 2nd and 4 from the Rangers' 33-yard line. I formation with Cornell under center. 2 receivers to his right, singles bottom side here. And they're going to give it to Papenchak. Maybe half a yard.
That looks like Mr. Ewing again, saying no, not in my area.
It's going to bring up 3rd and a long 2, you could call it 3, from the 34. 14-7, Tyrone leads, scoring touchdowns on their first 2 possessions. The Rangers scoring with a 67-yard run on their last possession. Cornell will go under center. I formation behind him. Big play for the Tyrone defense. He's not going to get there.
Nope.
Tackled short of the 35-yard line. You needed to get to almost the 37. It's going to bring up a punting situation. Good job over there. Let's give credit on that tackle because we don't get to say much about Richard Rawlings as much as we do Braden Ewing. But Rawlings, a previous player of the game, made a tackle over there to force a 4th and call it almost 2.
Right, and then also for Tyrone, Lucas Walk, number 5 from his linebacker position, helped Rawlings plug that hole.
Draven Krull standing just outside the 30-yard line. The punt upcoming.
It's a fake.
It's a fake. And he's going to get it.
He's going to make it.
Yeah. Fake punt. That's a gutsy call from your own 33 or 34-yard line.
And they lined up with their blockers close to the line of scrimmage in normal, and just before he moved up into the quarterback position and took the snap directly and just followed the center.
Xander Richardson.
Nicely designed play.
Mm-hmm. So that'll bring up 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
And Coach Franco.
Timeout called by Coach Franco with 8:05 left before the half. We, of course, have our halftime festivities coming up. Send it back to Radio Rich in the studio. Look forward to that. Chuck?
And our presenting sponsors for tonight, we wish to thank them as Premier Pest Control, along with presenting sponsor Tyrone Tire and Auto. Our broadcasting booth sponsor is Snare & Associates. Others that we have to thank because they are loyal supporters of Tyrone Golden Eagle football: Varilla Real Estate, Irwin's on Main, Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency, Eric Reeder Electric, Community Pharmacy, The Student Bookstore, Mag Industries, Thrivent Financial, Gino's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers, all sponsoring Tyrone Golden Eagle football, Jim.
All right. Back to the line of scrimmage come the Rangers. Fresh set of downs from their own 39, trailing 14-7, 8:05 left to go. Far side hash mark, they'll go power I right. Cornell brings a man in motion. That's Hartice looking to throw. Weaver can't get pressure, so he's got all kinds of time to throw downfield, and the pass is caught. Xander Richardson getting open. It's going to be a first down inside Tyrone territory to the Golden Eagles' 45-yard line. The Golden Eagles pressure that they are used to getting from Andrew Weaver, it's not there. You're going to have to maybe change up their approach.
Well, he was being held, and there was some discussions afterwards that because Weaver was definitely, he was tackled and just wasn't called, unfortunately, for Tyrone and fortunately for Forest Hills.
Cornell will go from the shotgun. 4 receivers in formation, and they're going to give it to Papenchak, and he is hit hard. Richard Rawlings getting up. He is all kinds of pumped up
now
about that. Here comes an extra flag after the whistle.
There's 2 extra flags now.
And I believe both are going to go against the, well, there's finger pointing going both ways, so it's getting a little bit emotional now. Here we go. Braden Ewing. Characteristic. Nothing called the other way.
No. Wow, here we go.
Okay, now, let me just offer this. Braden Ewing's going to be maniacal the rest of this game now. He'll keep himself from getting any further penalties. He knows that was a stupid penalty, but right now, steam is coming from his ears, and he's not happy that he just put his defense in this position. 1st and 10 from the Golden Eagles' 36-yard line. The Rangers driving with the help of a 15-yard after the whistle personal foul penalty against Braden Ewing. 7:29 left to go, second quarter, 14-7, Golden Eagles with the lead.
I definitely say right now in this entire stadium, the person I would not want to be is the right guard for Forest Hills. Because Braden Ewing's smoke is coming out of his ear holes in his helmet.
Cornell under center. Has the football, and he's going to go on the ground. A gain of a yard or 2.
Andrew Weaver on the tackle for Tyrone.
Richardson with the carry. I believe that was number 5, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. So this could likely be 4-down territory, and they already went for it on a fake punt earlier in this drive.
This is a big possession because you don't want to give Forest Hills any more confidence that they already had from that one long touchdown run.
Out of the eye, they're going to throw. Near side, caught by Hartice, looking for it. There's nobody out there blocking for him, and coming from the inside, the pursuit from Braden Ewing, laying the hit on Hartice. It's a gain down to the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The yard to make is the 20, just shy of the 21-yard line.
In case you just joined us, there's 6 minutes and 9 seconds on a running clock with Tyrone leading 14-7. But Forest Hills is awful close to getting into the Tyrone red zone.
Popenchak and Custer are the backs as they look to throw. He's going to go. He's looking to go deep. He's got a man. And there's a flag thrown as Ashton Walk did not see where the football was. He didn't feel like he could do anything except interfere to save a touchdown. Just lost track of where the football was near the goal line, and the flag is thrown. And so I'm going to say that we're going to see an interference play, an interference penalty called against Tyrone. Half the distance to the goal it'll be.
Whoa. Going to put the ball in about the 14?
13.
13?
Yep. 1st and 10.
Well, we've had some real tough penalties called on Tyrone here, almost 3 in a row, Jim.
Yep. And the passing game for the Rangers is causing problems because the Golden Eagle rush is not getting home. He's had time to throw. I formation with Cornell under center. And they're going to give it to Richardson. And he's going to get positive yardage. Down to about the 6-yard line. Actually, they're going to say just shy of the 5. So it's a gain of 7. Call it 8. Going to bring up 2nd and a long 2.
And Braden Ewing again on the stop for Tyrone.
The momentum that the Golden Eagles were able to grab at the start of this game in the first quarter is now evaporating under a equally confident Ranger offense. I formation. They go to the ground inside the 5, to the 3, to the 2. Is he in? It's going to be shy.
But he'll have the first down.
Yes, he will. First and goal for the Rangers, looking to try and tie this game up. The Golden Eagles will have plenty of time on their next possession as they keep it on the ground to Richardson, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Shed a tackler near the goal line. It's a high tackle. Not going to bring him down with that kind of high tackle, so that's going to make it 14-13 with the Patterson extra point upcoming.
And a 1-yard run has brought Forest Hills back to within 1 point of tying this up.
Snap and the hold are good as the extra point is through, and we're tied at 14 with 4:45 left to go in the half.
Now, this is an important possession for Tyrone. They have got to take control of the game right now. They've let Forest Hills get back in it.
It's a game of in-game adjustments,
right,
Coach. What Tyrone was doing successfully in their first 2 possessions, the Ranger defense made the adjustment to stop it, and as a result, the last 2 possessions for the Rangers have tied this game up. Now it's a matter of whether the Tyrone offense can adjust, and I'm going to say we're going to see some Ashton Walk throws on this possession.
Yeah.
The Rangers have decided we're going to shut this running game down and perhaps even go so far as to challenge Ashton Walk through the air, which, as we've seen the last couple of weeks, is not a challenge that he's willing to step away from. He has been up to that challenge.
Exactly, and again, they're going to try to make Tyrone one-dimensional. That first 2 touchdown drives, Tyrone just did not become a one-dimensional team. They ran the ball, they threw the ball, and I think they made the decision over there on the Forest Hills sidelines. The coach said, let's shut down the run. We shut down the run, make them throw. Stay tuned for the Premier Pest Control Halftime Show, which will be coming up right at the end of the second quarter.
Carpenter has the ball on the tee. He's been given the go-ahead to boot it away. High end over ender sends Krull back, and it's into the end zone. Didn't see that coming.
Yeah, nice kick.
Carpenter with a big leg.
So,
first and 10 for the Eagles at their own 20.
20-yard line. Absolutely.
Well, it was the post-whistle penalties that have hurt the Golden Eagles rather than the pre-snap penalties. A 15-yarder helping the Rangers on that last possession. A couple of penalties in their first touchdown drive, also from the Golden Eagles. And so now on offense, need to get back in gear. Krull with Hoover in the slot to his right. They're going to fake it to Ronan. Rolling right. He's got Krull wide open. It can't get to him inbounds.
He waited a little too long. And Krull ran out of room, ran out of real estate.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Good time to throw. Just kept running right, and the coverage wasn't there.
Yep.
Just didn't make the throw in time.
Yep.
4:38 stop clock after the incompletion out of bounds. 2nd and 10, 4 receivers in formation. Ronan in the backfield, and they're going to go to Hoover around the left side. He's got the sideline. Did he stay in bounds? Oh, my goodness. Did he collide with the flag? The gentleman on the stick over there who wasn't paying attention. He went down hard. I'm just hoping that Hoover gets up. He's okay as well. The folks on the sticks are taught to throw it down as they come close to the sideline, and there was no reaction there.
Whew.
Folks watching on the stream are like,
wow, that poor guy never saw that coming.
He got right up. Must be a former Golden Eagle football player.
My goodness.
Tyrone Tough over there. And it is a gain of 7. Call it 7.
So
Second and
it's going to be third down?
Second.
Oh.
No, third. Third down.
Third down. That incomplete pass?
Yep. They get the play off just before the play clock expires. Walk is going to be sacked. And then there's a flag downfield. There may be a defensive holding play called against the Rangers. Way downfield was one of the defensive linemen for Forest Hills.
And I think that's what Walk was getting ready to throw the ball, and then he saw the hold, and there was no one to throw to. So let's see. This should
the flag's be at the 32 of the Rangers.
It should be against Forest Hills.
Absolutely. Here's the call.
Yep.
The defensive lineman for Forest Hills, number 65, is like his hands. Caden Christ, he has his hands up in the air like, I don't know why they're calling. I don't know. He's covering guys downfield very often, but from his defensive lineman position, he was downfield trying to cover Brady Ronan.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Not going to work.
No.
Hey, we're going to give a shout out to Julie and Leo Grady in Pittsburgh. Golden Eagle fans listening to the game tonight.
1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles, taking advantage of a penalty against their opponent this time. Power eye right, Ronan in the backfield. Pistol formation. They wait for the play clock to start. They've got the signal. The ball is set. Walk has it. The give to Ronan. Bottled up in the backfield. They have sold out on the run.
Yep, they're playing six men inside the 4-yard box there.
That's a loss of 3, almost 4, back to the 35. It's going to bring up 2nd and a long 13. You can feel the momentum has definitely switched. The Ranger defense has become stout. The Golden Eagle offense struggling to move.
They're playing 6 men, 7 men now. They're playing 9. They moved 9 men up inside the 10-yard box there. Forest Hills.
And a flag procedure before the snap of the ball. The right guard moving before the snap, 5 yards.
Here we go.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 18.
And boy, the penalty yardage that the Tyrone's absorbed here in this second quarter is immense. My goodness. Now, you don't have to get the 18 yards back on this second down play. A good way to beat this 9-10 men in the box is to throw a short pass.
Walk. Feels the pressure and has to throw it out of bounds. So all of a sudden, the Golden Eagle offense looked like it was going to run up the score with 2 touchdowns in their first 2 possessions, and now they're moving backwards and they're going to face a 3rd and 18 from their own 30.
Tyrone's almost going to be forced to keep one of a running back in there to pick up. You know, when they're blitzing and running their line and then bringing a linebacker every play, that's six defenders and only 5 to block 6. So they're going to have to maybe hold a back in there to pick up that blitzing linebacker because he's getting in there pretty quick.
Well, the play clock is down to 8. They're just getting to the line of scrimmage. Going to have to call timeout. Going to have to call timeout.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Coach Franco just called it.
And there seems to be some confusion as to when the play clock was started. So with that, let's get some more sponsors in there, Coach.
Absolutely. Our presenting sponsor, Premier Pest Control, and also a presenting sponsor, Tyrone Tire and Auto. Our broadcast booth sponsor is Snare and Associates, and we thank those businesses very much for taking the lead in those 3 categories there for us. Varilla Real Estate, Irwin's on Main in Bellwood, Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency in Tyrone, Eric Reeder Electric, Community Pharmacy, The Student Bookstore, Mag Industries, Thrivent Financial, Gino's Pizzeria, Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction, Long's Field Service, American Eagle Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers. And remember, stay tuned for the Premier Pest Control halftime show coming up right at the conclusion of the second period.
All right, the offense was a big play offense last week. They're going to need a big one here. 3rd and 18, looking to throw. Walk, has time. Can he find an open man? He is not. Flag downfield, and it is caught by Seth Hoover at the 42-yard line and made an outstanding catch. But I think we're going to have another defensive holding against Forest Hills. It's in the secondary. That would be the first indication. Hoover's a little bit banged up after that catch. It was an awkward tackle and an awkward fall to the ground for him, but he made an outstanding grab.
Outstanding grab is right, and we'll see what the penalty is there. Hopefully it...
They're looking at walking it off against Tyrone. They're talking to the coaching staff for Forest Hills. Offensive pass interference.
Wow. That's going to negate a very good pass that would have made it a decision on 4th down.
Inside the 20 to the 15, just inside the 15 for the Golden Eagles. I don't remember where they started this drive, perhaps because it seems so long ago. But
they started on the 20 because he put it into the end zone, right? Can't remember myself, but...
Well, now it's going to be 3rd and 38.
And that's a ton.
Forest Hills may be anticipating perhaps a quick kick here.
They'll be dropping back. They're gonna rush 3 players, and they're gonna drop 7. So Walk's gonna have to be careful here. He don't want to do anything stupid.
He's going to go downfield looking for his favorite receiver, Andrew Weaver. And he's going to go out of bounds. What a catch by Andrew Weaver.
And
this year's version of...
Now, this is going to be interesting because they picked up 35 yards. So now it's going to be...
That's a 50-50 ball.
4th and what? 3?
Uh-huh.
4th and 3.
The offense wants to go for it.
Tyrone wants to go for it.
Absolutely, they want to go
That's
for it.
That's a running clock. There's only 2 minutes and 42 seconds. The clock stopped right now because
Andrew Weaver he's just like, Coach, come on. He doesn't like the call. They're going to kick it away. Coach has decided to send Rocky Romani out there. The offense has stalled. They make a big play. They'd like to try and keep the ball away from the Rangers. But instead, Romani boots it away. High, end over end. Taken at the 20 and hit and dropped immediately.
Gage Miller, first one down there for Tyrone.
That was Brody Custer on the return for no yards. So the decision, I would say, probably works out as long as the defense can return to the way they played in the first quarter and not give up penalty yards on this drive as they have previously.
Forest Hills does have all 3 of their timeouts left. Tyrone has 1.
2:32 left in the second quarter. We're tied at 14.
What the Golden Eagles need here, Jim, is a turnover, an interception or turnover.
They're going to spread out the Golden Eagle defense. Cornell from the shotgun. Sidecar right, and they're going to go to the ground. They like running right over that A-gap, Coach.
Right.
That was Papinchak. He's got it out over the 25 to the 27-yard line.
And it's a quick trap. They're trapping, trying to trap the guards, get in, just wall them off just long enough to give the running back a chance to get through that into the second level.
2nd and 5. They'll go under center this time, out of the eye. Near side hash mark. Right side is the wide side. They're going to stay on the ground with Williamson. Boy, he just avoids tacklers, and now he's going to go. He stiff-armed the last tackler he had. That was Draven Krull, and he's going to go the distance for the touchdown. That is 73 yards. They didn't need their timeouts. They had all the time they needed. 3 consecutive possessions with a touchdown for the Forest Hills Rangers, who have taken a 14-0 deficit and turned it into a 20-14 lead with an extra point upcoming from Carpenter.
And Jim, Andrew Weaver had him semi-wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and he broke the tackle, and it was off to the races. These running backs for Forest Hills run very hard.
And into the neutral zone goes Gage Miller, so they can take that on the ensuing kickoff or just decline. There is no option, like I mentioned.
Okay. Well, the good news is
Tyrone has time.
They have time, plus they will get the ball to start the third quarter.
And just like that, what seemed like a walk in the park in the first quarter for the Golden Eagles has turned into a nightmare in the second quarter, now trailing 21-14.
Well, now we have to see what they can do. We've got to pick their heads up, play tough here.
This team is not used to this the last 5 weeks.
Now, sometimes you need a game like this to remind you can never take your foot off the accelerator pedal. You got to keep pushing. Judy Adams from Tyrone just said she's watching quite a game, listening to us, and she says this is an exciting game.
Central leads Richland, by the way, 22-0 second quarter.
Central 22-0 over Richland.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Richland's had some quarterback issues. They lost their quarterback again this week, so.
And they're down to their fourth
quarterback
yeah.
they've had. All right, so with one timeout and 1:41, Tyrone has. Let's see what they can do here to move this football.
Get a good return, get some decent field position, maybe out to their own 40 at minimum. Hoover and Krull standing at their own 5. Now Carpenter put the last one into the end zone. Walk and then run as he puts his foot into it. This is returnable. Krull at his 10, 15, 20. Coverage is good. Blocking was not. Out to the 25. A return of 10 for Draven Krull. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. And a minute 34 left with a timeout on the scoreboard for the Golden Eagles.
And I would anticipate that Forest Hills is going to stay with, has been very successful with them on 1st and 2nd down. They're showing that 6-man, front.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been successful in stopping the run. But now with passing, we'll have to see, because they're still playing 9. They're still playing 10 in the box.
Walk looking to throw. Pressured. Downfield, he's got Weaver. Oh, and he's hit just as the ball arrived. Good timing by the defensive back. There's no pass interference on that play.
Nope.
He was open, but the ball just hung up too long, allowing the safety to come over and make a play.
That was a good call.
Weaver's got to come back to that ball.
Yes.
He waited for it, and that allowed the DB as well to come in and make that play. 2nd and 10, minute 25 left.
And they're looking for Weaver, too, downfield.
He keeps getting open. May need to go off of Weaver and find somebody else as well. Rolling, looking. Oh, my goodness, he's got Krull wide open. Completed at the 49, out of bounds at the 50.
He'll get a 1st down.
Stops the clock as well with a minute 18 left. Big play for the Golden Eagles, and Ashton Walk throwing confidently.
I think they're probably within. They need another 30 yards to get within Romani's field goal range, I think, Jim.
I think they're thinking big play touchdown.
No, I think they need a touchdown,
Yep.
but I mean, he need at least 30 yards to get into field goal range.
Ronan will block for Walk. They set up. Oh, my goodness, did he avoid a tackle? Downfield, and dropped by Seth Hoover. Hoover had the ball in his hands. He looked for the sideline to try and get his feet in bounds, and just as he looked, the ball hit his hands, and he dropped it as a result. Incompletion, 2nd and 10.
Got to catch first, run second. Cardinal rule. Catch first, run second.
Don't know if you've noticed, but Eli Woomer has not been back out there, and he is a definite offensive weapon. He was injured on that last possession, and I do not see him on the sideline. I know he's being tended to here beneath the stands here at Gravettes Memorial Field. That's Ronan in motion to the slot left, and he moved forward, and I think they're going to get him for the procedure. He moved towards the line of scrimmage before the snap of the football. They'll mark it back 5.
Now they're he moved the ball. Now they're going the wrong way.
They had to put a second back on the clock. They started it as the penalty was thrown. So it should be back to a minute 11, maybe a minute 12. Back to the line of scrimmage come the Golden Eagles, now facing 2nd and 15. They're waiting for the clock to be adjusted. 21-14. Tyrone with a 7-point deficit, and now the clock is right. And here we go. 2 receivers top side with Ronan in motion. Low snap for walk. Flushed. Throwing downfield with nobody home. Throws it out of bounds. No flag for intentional grounding. He was out of the box. But Weaver went deep, and there was nobody underneath, so he had nobody to throw to, and it brings up 3rd and 15. .104 on a stopped clock for the moment. Halftime just moments away. This is a big 3rd down.
Big 3rd down play here.
Sidecar left for walk is Ronan. 3 receivers top side, low snap again. Ronan will block. Rolling is walk. He's got time, has to throw underneath. And they're going to get to about the 45 of the Rangers. And out of bounds, stopping the clock with 55 seconds left. Decision time for Coach Franco. And there's a penalty flag over on the far side. Let's see what we got.
Probably a hold.
And looks like the Golden Eagles are moving backwards. They've got the early word. They'll mark it off before they give us the signal. Taking it back to the 35 of Tyrone. And frustration is starting to show in the body language of the Golden Eagles out on the field. Gage Miller is giving us that body language indication. Ashton walk into the huddle. 3rd and 25. The play clock and running. The game clock are running. Can you set up a screen here without the Rangers expecting it? Probably not. They're going to watch for it. And they give it to Ronan. And he does a good job of holding on to the football as the Rangers tried to wrestle it out of his grasp. And now with 25.5 seconds left, facing a 4th down, the Rangers are going to call timeout. They have 1 or 2 more remaining. They won't have much time, and Ashton Walk is very frustrated as he comes to the near sideline. He was experiencing great success in those first 2 possessions, and Draven Krul is going to come over and let him know, hey, let's keep it up, keep our heads up.
Yeah, the line, there's just a little bit of breakdown, and Walk's really having to run for his life a little bit, not being able to scan the field. So they're going to have to be blocking, and as I said earlier, you might have to keep one of your running backs in there to block. But if you do that, that running back has got to make a block. A couple times, the running back has not made the block.
Bald Eagle leading Penn Cambria 21-0.
So Armani needs to get a good kickoff, a good punt off here. And the Tyrone Golden Eagles have to get down there and make the stop and not allow a decent run back because Forest Hill still has 2 timeouts left.
It's 4th and 23. They're gonna try and block this. Here they come, and they get it away. Nobody back to return it. Hits at the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, and it will stop at about the 2-yard line. Great punt. Great job by Rocky Romani. 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line of the Rangers. So this will be a taking of the knee and send us to halftime. Stay tuned for that. Great crowd here at Gravettes Memorial Field with...
Going to be interesting here.
Both bands are going to be performing. It's going to be a great night for people who are here, but hope you're enjoying the broadcast at home, wherever you call home.
I think this is going to be a quarterback sneak because if he takes a knee, it's going to be a safety.
It's that close.
Yep. He'd be in the end zone. He'd take a knee. It'll be a safety. So I imagine he'll just take the snap and kind of go right behind his center.
And he does exactly that.
And
both teams will head to the locker room.
And make sure you stay tuned for the Premier Pest Control halftime show coming up shortly. And from the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle football presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7. The Train, WTRN.
Having a good, reliable vehicle isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Wouldn't you want to buy a vehicle from a business that's been servicing automobiles for years? You should buy from Tyrone Tire and Automotive. They've got a nice selection of fully refurbished used vehicles with great warranties, and their technicians are certified for state inspections, and they'll service your vehicle from the engine to the tires. Worried about getting a loan? At Tyrone Tire and Automotive, it's buy here, pay here. For your next vehicle, go to Tyrone Tire and Automotive, TyroneAuto.com, or find them on Facebook. Something bugging you? It's time to call Premier Pest Control. If your home or office is being overtaken by insects or rodents, call 684-2600. Premier Pest Control offers 24-hour guaranteed response to your call. Avoid the hassle of having to explain your problem to several people before you even see the serviceman. When you call Premier Pest Control, you'll talk directly to the serviceman. So call 684-2600 and tell them what's bugging you. Premier Pest Control offers 24-hour response, serving Altoona, Tyrone, State College, and surrounding areas.
See Gary McGovern at Thrivent Financial First. Gary can help you with your personal or business planning, plus college or retirement solutions. Thrivent also provides life and disability insurance.
We hope your first night's performance. Go Rangers! and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Tyrone Golden Eagle Marching Band. The band is proud to present their 2023 show, Inferno, featuring the music of Robert W. Smith. The band is led on the field by drum majors Haley Bratina and Austin White. The band is under the direction of Mr. David Hahn, and instructional staff includes Ron Wansel, Corinne Debbie, Barbara Spink, Lisa Geisinger, and Lloyd Hunt. And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Golden Eagle Marching Band and Inferno.
be a cakewalk. They have ones with little orange hankies on too that look like. There's a lot of them on there. They have to have it right up there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention down to the north side of the field. This is when we normally do our kicking contests. However, tonight's a little different. We faked it. So the football boosters would like to take a minute and send a special thank you out to Terry McCauley, the guy with the camera. The amount of time that Terry puts into not just Tyrone football, but all of Tyrone sports and Tyrone activities is incredible. The ability to be able to watch your child in his or her activity and know there is a very strong possibility that Terry will be there to capture that moment on camera is one Tyrone parents are very appreciative of. Thank you, Terry McCauley, for all you do for all Tyrone sports. See, now, Terry, you have to kick the football. They didn't tell you that.
Can fall apart as a result. And
right.
So you've got to be able to do what you're tasked to do. The Rangers are out on the field. The Golden Eagles are making their way back out as well. So we're just moments away from the start of the second half. And just as a reminder, the Golden Eagles kicked off to start the game, so they'll be receiving. And Chuck, you've said it so many times that in the locker room, first thing you talk about when you're getting the ball to start the second half, take it down and score, or at least flip the field on field position so that the other team doesn't have a short field and can add to what is already a 7-point lead.
And when you're down by 7 points, in addition to just saying take the ball down the field, you want to put it in the end zone because not only do you want to tie the game up, you want to take momentum back. Because Tyrone lost momentum about the 3rd minute of the second quarter, and they haven't been able to get it back yet. So they're going to have to do that and capture that momentum and then keep with it. And then also need to play 100% effort but also 100% mentally. You can't play out of control. You have to stay in your lanes. You have to be in control. You have to know when to keep your mouth shut so you don't get a 15-yard penalty. All those things are going to have to be very important, Jim, in this second half of football. 24 minutes. Now, that doesn't say Tyrone, they're only down by 7. I mean, if we were sitting here looking at a 47-14 game, it would be like, wow, But
start the bus.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's like, okay, let's see what you've got. You say you're ready to go.
This is the kind of test in this second half that if you respond, it takes you from a 5-game win streak to a 6-game win streak, but more importantly, takes you into the playoffs knowing that when you're facing adversity, you can respond. Adversity, response, going into the playoffs is huge.
And it's good to be able to say, we've been here before, and we came back, and we can do it again. And that's what they've got to prove to themselves and also to their fans. Because, even when they went up 14-0, it was pretty quiet. It was pretty quiet here. It wasn't like it was done in Mansion Park or, even last week against Penns Valley. It's been pretty subdued, and it's a beautiful night. So, they got to get the fans in the game too, because they've been sitting on their hands waiting for them to do something, and it hasn't happened.
It's a good point. Golden Eagles will be receiving to our left with Forest Hills kicking off from the right as the clock winds down to end the halftime. Both teams are warmed up and ready to go in their sideline huddles. The officials are talking to the Golden Eagles here and Coach Franco on the near sideline. I don't know what that might be about.
I'm sure they're a couple times, and I've seen it, and I think that might have been what they were talking about at the end of the first half, but, it would have been a conjecture, but you're not allowed to block below the waist on the line. You have to make contact above the waist. You can slide down, but you can't chop. And there's been several chops, obviously, that were not called. And I think that's what the coaches were getting upset about Tyrone, is they felt their linemen were getting chopped.
And do we see Eli Woomer back out on the field? I don't see number 6.
No.
They're going to miss him. At that awkward tackle there at the beginning of the second quarter, he has not been back since.
All right, Jim, we've got 24 minutes of football, and Tyrone has got to dominate.
Krull and Hoover inside their own 10 with Carpenter has the ball on the tee, and we're ready to get started with the third quarter. It's in the air, end over end, into the end zone.
And that's just not into the end zone. That was halfway through the end zone before it hit the ground.
And here's something that you notice if you're paying really close attention. Yeah, the ball was kicked deep, but the Ranger coverage players were coming hard, and they hit people, while the Golden Eagle receiving team players were, they almost like they just didn't even want to engage, and as a result, they got hit hard.
Right.
And that's not what you want to see to start this third quarter.
No, they're probably waiting to hear that fire, and that means he's caught the ball. We need to go.
Handoff to Ronan. Hit at the line of scrimmage and tackled. He ran right into the tackler on that one.
3 players right there. All 3 of them in on the tackle. Not a black jersey other than Ronan in sight.
2nd and 10.
No gain, 2nd down and 10 for Tyrone.
Walk joins the huddle. Play clock not a factor. Austin Lucas comes in as well. Twin receivers to the right. They're between the hash marks. Walk from the pistol. Going to go play action. Looking to throw. And he's going to run it. He's got plenty of room to run it. 35, 40, 45, 50, 40, 35, 30, 20, 15. Down at the 15-yard line. Good blocking downfield by Draven Krull. And the secondary for the Rangers completely had their backs to Ashton Walk, covering their receivers downfield. What a big play by Ashton Walk to kind of shake the cobwebs out of this crowd. The fans on the sideline here. Yeah, in the stands are finally up about something.
Wake-up call.
What a big play by Ashton Walk. He said, you know what? I'm going to take take things into my own hands
Now
here.
they got to keep this going. They've got to come on. They got to put the ball in the end zone here.
65 yards on the scramble and run by Ashton Walk. 1st and 10 from the Rangers 15. Ronan with the carry. Powers his way down inside the 10 to about the 7, maybe the 8. And now all of a sudden the Golden Eagles have some emotion.
Right. They actually had a push on the offensive line there. The white jerseys were going backwards there. And then Ronan, of course, he helped push him. He ran hard.
The officials were talking to Ronan as he got up. He did get up very emotional, and there may have been some things said. They didn't throw a flag, but I think they wanted to let him know, you're not far from it. Back to Ronan. Back inside. Powers to the end zone, across the goal line for the touchdown. And then flags fly immediately after the call of the touchdown. 4 flags flew into the air 20 feet with emphasis from the officiating crew. They're going to go over to talk to the Rangers coaching staff. Let's see what the call is here. Oh, boy. Here we go.
Let's hope we weren't chirping.
And it's called against Ronan. They
He's got to learn to keep his mouth shut sometimes.
They told him it's coming. They didn't give it to him on the last play, and now they gave it to him, and now the officials and John Franco is in the face of the officials. And the officials are saying, I warned him, he did it again, I'm giving it to him, that's the end of it. The official is emphatically pointing at Coach Franco. I don't want to hear it. I warned him the play before, he didn't listen, he got it on this one. Touchdown counts.
Big extra point coming up here. Everyone has to block down their gaps and not let anybody shoot a gap. And they're going to rush hard from the far right. Ooh, just got it off, too.
21-21, 9:47. Golden Eagles score on the opening possession to start this second half, but they're going to be kicking off from their own 20-yard line with the ensuing 15-yard penalty.
And the crowd's coming to life now. That's what they needed to get some things moving here for Tyrone. Of course, they're going to get a 15-yard penalty, I think, on the kickoff.
Yes,
so
they'll take it back from the
that's
35 to the 20.
just not smart football. You know, you gotta learn emotional control too. Not just a physical game; it's a mental game as well.
Ronan's getting a little bit of attention from the coaching staff on the sideline. It's okay to play with emotion, but once it goes over the line, and you've been warned.
Yep.
And you got a warning the play before, they're going to throw the flag.
Anywhere,
they're going to control the game.
Anywhere, anytime. If your emotions get out of control, it's never going to be good. The result is usually never going to be good.
So they'll mark it all the way back on the 15-yard penalty from the 40 back to the 25. Good thing you have a good kicker in Romani, but they're going to get really good field position.
Excellent field position, because he's not going to be able to put this in the end zone.
No. Which
means that, and both of look at the two receivers that are back there for 4 assists. Both of those guys are big.
Yeah. Romani's got the ball on the tee. We're tied at 21. Senior night here at Gray Betts Field. Romani. Good kick. Taken at the 20, but he outkicks the coverage. So here comes the return. Over the 30, 35, and taken out of bounds at the 36. Good coverage there, and I got to give credit to the coverage downfield, because that was a good tackle to save any further yardage. Seeing Hockenberry on the tackle.
Hockenberry, okay.
And then we've got a whistle. I don't see a flag, do you?
No.
Here we go. Here's a call.
They're going to call something here.
Number 8 is charged with a personal foul.
Wow.
So what could have been a very bad situation has now resulted in the Golden Eagles
and I think
facing the Rangers offense from their own 21-yard line.
And I think the officiating crew is trying to send a message to both sideline coaches as well as players. They probably talked about this at halftime, that there was more than a normal amount of chirping going on out there. And they started cracking down at the very beginning of the third quarter, and there's been 2 15-yard penalties against each team. They don't want to lose control of the game.
The officials are talking to the coaching staff on the Rangers. And now the officials are going to talk. They want you to come over and explain this to them.
So while they're doing that, let's explain who puts Jim and I on the air every night so that you folks around the country can listen to Tyrone Golden Eagle football. Our presenting sponsor, Premier Pest Control. Our presenting sponsor, Tyrone Tire and Auto. Our broadcast booth sponsor, Snare and Associates. And following our Varilla Real Estate. And Jim, we'll get right back to play-by-play.
Okay, from the near side hash mark, going from right to left. Twin receivers to the wide side. Cornell going to give it on the ground, up over the 25 and 30. Hit hard by Ronan at the 35, but not before a gain of 15 yards, 1st and 10. That play has worked every time for the Rangers.
And
they're running right over Stanton and Rawlings.
They took a big advantage of Rawlings there because his quickness, they trapped him. He didn't break down. He didn't see the trap coming, and he was trap blocked, and that's what sprung the running back. When you have a hole like that and the lineman disappears, you got to be looking for that freight train that's coming down from the inside.
I formation with Cornell under center. They stay on the ground, and then there's a flag coming in from the near sideline with Richardson tackled after a gain of about a yard, but that's got to be a holding penalty against the Rangers.
They're tight end. They're definitely held. Anytime you have both your hands outside, even though you don't have a jersey, if you're outside both the shoulders, you're going to get called for a hold every time.
We'll take it back to the Rangers' 25-yard line. So a couple of big yardage penalties working in the Golden Eagles' favor. 8:56 left third quarter. It's going to be 1st and 20 from their own 25-yard line.
And Jim, that momentum bug is in Tyrone's corner right now, so they have to make a stop here. They cannot allow any points off this drive or possession.
Clock begins to roll now as the Rangers come out of the huddle. Play clock not a factor. Cornell under center, tight formation. The wide side to the right for the Rangers. And he's going to roll that way. Floods that area with receivers. Pop and shot gets popped by Ronan. Did he hold on to the ball? He did. Give the receiver credit, but Ronan just came in like a freight train and knocked him down immediately after making the catch. Couple of yard gain on that one.
And Jim, I just now spotted number 6 for Tyrone, of course. That's Woomer. He's down here, no pads on, and it looks like blue jeans in his jersey, right along the 41-yard line.
I see him.
See him? So he's obviously done for tonight. Big play, 2nd and 16, Tyrone's defense.
Gain of 4.
Watch that quick trap. There it is.
They give it on the ground. It's over the to the 50-yard line, over the foot. No, he's still on his feet, inside the 50 to the 45-yard line. That is Xander Richardson. The ground game for the Rangers just continues to pile up yardage.
And boy, he broke 3 or 4 tackles there. They've got to be able to hold on.
That was Weaver's side, too.
Yeah, got to wrap up. Okay.
Well, they erased a couple of penalties that put them in 1st and 20, and now they've got 1st and 10 inside Tyrone territory.
And boy, their running backs run hard. There's no question about that. I'll give Forest Hills credit. Their running backs are tough.
They give it to Popinchak, and he is grabbed around the waist by Brady Ronan and gets some help along the way from Weaver, and looks like it may have been Cruel.
And that's what you got to do. You've got to wrap up and hold on, and then the cavalry comes because they're getting to the ball. Tyrone will follow up and get to the ball.
It's a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. We're tied at 21. Out of the huddle come the Rangers. Artice goes wide to the top side with twin receivers to the underside. I formation with Cornell under center. 8 men in the box for the Golden Eagles. Pass deflected. Nice job by Seth Hoover getting in the passing lane. And then a flag comes in late. Another flag. And the officials are looking at Gage Miller. Another personal foul is coming after the whistle. It's going to be another 15-yarder, but I believe it is. And the officials and the Rangers are just playing to this Tyrone crowd. If you open your mouth and nothing comes out,
Jim,
it's still 15 yards. This is unbelievable.
They've got to have well over 100 yards worth of penalties.
Well over.
And it's 21-21. And they're not learning. I mean, you got to take a timeout and say, hey.
Coach Franco needs to get his team over here to say, listen, we're done with this. If you haven't learned by now, you're killing your team by opening your mouth. Ashton Walk is letting his teammates know he's got to be the leader out there to say, we can't keep doing this to ourselves.
You make a great play. Seth Hoover makes a great play. Let it go. Taking it back. Turn around, give up 15-yard penalty. That really negates the great play by Seth Hoover and puts the field position almost into the red zone for Forest Hills. So, Jim, we also have Arilla Real Estate.
Yeah, we do.
Irwin's on Main in Bellwood. Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency. Eric Reeder Electric. Community Pharmacy, the Student Bookstore. Mag Industries. Thrivent Financial. Gino's Pizzeria. Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction. Long's Field Service. American Eagle Paper Mills. Max Market in the Gridiron. Pacifico's Bakery. Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers, all sponsoring Tyrone Golden Eagle football. And a shout out to Zachary, Takoya, and Zyla. They listen to Tyrone Golden Eagle football down in Savannah, Georgia.
1st and 10 from the Golden Eagles 26-yard line. We're tied at 21, 6:20 left third quarter. I formation with Cornell going power I right. Williamson stacked up after a gain of about half a yard.
And I'm looking to see who made that tackle there. It looked like it was number 5.
Stanton.
Number 5.
Was it 5?
Yep, number
okay.
5 for Tyrone. And, of course, that's Lucas Walk. And he reached down and picked up the Forest Hills player saying, look at the ref. See, we're going to be good now. Let's hope. Let's hope.
From the eye once again.
Big defensive series here for the Golden Eagles.
2nd and 9. Cornell going to throw. Looking deep. He's got a wide open receiver at the goal line into the end zone for the touchdown. Artice. Post pattern beats Gage Miller, and then there's some after the whistle activity that the Tyrone fans are saying, where's the whistle now, Mr. Referee? But there is no referee throwing a flag.
And who was that receiver, Jim? I couldn't see
that. Was Artice.
Was that Artice again?
Yep.
25-yard touchdown pass.
Yep. Cornell's got a good arm, and he's accurate. He had time. They went play action to freeze the linebackers. Carpenter with the extra point attempt to make it a 28-21 ball game is good. So just when the Golden Eagles thought they took momentum back, the Rangers say not so fast. They take that 7-point lead right back.
Carpenter is pretty accurate kicker also for Forest Hills.
Well, at this point, you can criticize the officials. Go ahead. But they have made it clear by their actions that they're not taking it. And if you want to keep doing it, we're going to keep throwing the flag. So who has got to make the change? The officials aren't going to change the way they're calling the game.
No, it's under control, under control.
And I understand coaching staffs wanting to yell at the officials to try and get their attention, to get them to, to listen to why are you throwing these flags. But the players watch that, and they can act on coaches' actions as well.
Exactly. And Tyrone now is going to be forced to answer on this drive to get momentum back. This has been a game of momentum so far.
49 points scored in this one. We still have 5.5 minutes left to go in the third. Carpenter from the run-up. High, end over end. Krull at his 3. 5, 10. Avoids a tackle at the 15 and then is smothered down at the 18-yard line. Was running forward and then stopped his momentum and really had nowhere to go. Blocking in front of him kind of breaks down, and the Ranger coverage team gets the advantage there. 1st and 10, long field for the Golden Eagles from their own 18-yard line. Kicking for both teams is a weapon. You don't see that as often in the high school ranks, but both kickers are excellent.
The wall that was set up by Tyrone did really very little to give Krull any type of running abilities or lanes.
Between the hashes, going from left to right, walk, play action, throws underneath. He's got Hoover out to the 28-yard line. He's tackled there. He'll keep the clock moving. It's enough for a first down. They'll move the change. Fresh set of downs. With Woomer out, by the way, Stephen Buck is seeing extra playing time as his replacement.
And the offensive play calling here is going to be important. You've got to cross up Forest Hills. They've been coming hard trying to stop the run on first down, so that first down pass was good there.
The give to Weaver, and that play is smelled out, and he avoids the tackle, but he's trying to get yards back, and he's knocked out of bounds hard at the 26-yard line. That's going to be a loss of about 3. The Rangers saw that play coming, and it did not work.
Credit to Forest Hills defense. They have good pursuit. They're quick, because as we know, Andrew Weaver is quick. He did keep that from being a bigger loss, but it's gonna bring up a second down and 12 now.
Just as a thought, the Seth Hoover running ability, maybe that straight north and south running would be more effective with the defense the way the Rangers are playing it. Ronan's been great, but Hoover just offers that different style. Gonna throw, pump fake. Over the middle, caught by Weaver. Sliding catch at the 44-yard line. First down for the Golden Eagles.
And he had everyone beat. It's a shame that Ashton couldn't lead him because he was being watched by a linebacker, and he had him beat by 5 yards. That's tough, though. Going to be a first down for Tyrone. Got to keep this rolling.
Stephen Buck comes wide to the near side of the field. The wide side to the left. Krull and Weaver out there. They give it to Ronan, and he's going to be dragged down. No gain. He's spending a lot of time trying to find an opening, and the Rangers are closing. The gaps are not there, and north and south is the way they need to go. Ronan style, not quite the answer that it has been. At least not tonight. Not so far.
They're standing up, and they're not letting the Tyrone linemen get onto the linebackers, and the linebackers are coming into the gaps. Mm-hmm. And that's not going to be good for someone who's trying to dance. There's nowhere to dance.
Right. Walk's going to throw for it. 2nd and 10 from the 44. He's got all kinds of time, but he can't find a man. Avoids a tackle. He's got blocking. Throws downfield. It's a jump ball. Who comes down with it? Did Ronan come down with it, or is it intercepted? It is intercepted. The official comes in with emphasis, by the way, and points the other way. Man, I hate to see that. The official clearly showing an emotional... It was a jump ball, and Ashton Walk comes to the sideline, and coaching staff not happy with that decision. It has worked several times on a jump ball, but now One of the officials
Ethan Stripko from Forest Hills
is down.
He was hobbled trying to go across the field, and he made it half to the hash mark and went down. So there's going to be a timeout. So, Ashton's got to pick his head up. He can't be too.
Well, he had all kinds of time, but that's because the coverage downfield was so good. He had nobody to throw to, and at that point, you've got to run it like he did in that possession earlier in the quarter that led to a 65-yard gain. But looking downfield and throwing up that 50-50 ball, eventually you're just not going to win every one of those. That's why they call it a 50-50 ball.
And it's very, very tough to throw that ball that far back when you have so many defensive backs back there waiting for it. Our presenting sponsors, Premier Pest Control. While we have an injury on the field, let's give them some credit. Also, Tyrone Tire and Auto. Our broadcast booth sponsor, Snare and Associates. Varilla Real Estate, who also sponsors the player of the game, so thank you very much for that, Varilla Real Estates. Irwin's on Main in Bellwood. Billy Joe Friday Insurance Agency. Eric Reeder Electric. Community Pharmacy in Tyrone. The Student Bookstore. Mag Industries. Thrivent Financial. Gino's Pizzeria. Greystone Apartments and Jeff Long Construction. Long's Field Service, American Eager Paper Mills, Max Market and the Gridiron, Pacifico's Bakery, Proactive Sports, and the Allied Milk Producers, sponsors of Tyrone Golden Eagle Football.
28-21, our score. Forest Hills out in front, erasing a 14-0 lead, deficit rather, in the first quarter, coming back, leading at 21-14 at the half. Golden Eagles tied it up at 21, and the Rangers now with the football looking to add to that 28-21 lead with 3:28 left in the third. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. Cornell's a big kid. He's thrown the ball well tonight. They've run the ball well. They've done everything well. Take away that first quarter, and it's been pretty much all Forest Hills. Under center, he'll go from the I. 3 receivers in formation, including Hartice joining the backfield as a blocker for Patterson.
And that was good. Good job there.
I'm sorry, Richardson, rather.
Good job there on the tackle by number 67 there. He didn't get across there to get trapped, and he stuffed everything up, and that's Richard Rawlings. Good job there by Rawlings.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Clock rolling. Now under 3 minutes left, third. This is still a ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
This is still in the balance. They'll go I. Cornell is going to throw. Looking deep. Now he's flushed. Throws underneath. Caught at the 30. Across the 40. And taken down at about the 42-yard line on the reception, Xander Richardson.
Not made by Gage Miller. That is a first down for
Gage Miller, and again, 67 Rawlings there. And boy, was he open in the middle there. Just a little 5-yard dump. Going to be a first down.
You are missing Eli Womer, both offensively and defensively.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it.
No question.
His ability in the secondary, covering backs out of the backfield, you miss that. It's 1st and 10 for the Rangers between the hash marks. Twin receivers to the left for Cornell. Sidecar right is Xander Richardson.
And there's that trap again. There's that trap, but this time he stayed home. Good job again by Rawlings. He's figured it out that he can't make deep penetration. One step stop, and there's the running back.
He'll come to you.
Yep.
Maybe really just a half a yard on that gain, so it's going to bring up 3rd and long. Big stop needed for the Golden Eagles right now, because even if the Rangers punt it away, the field position will create a long field for the Golden Eagles.
Seems to be a little bit of confusion in the defensive secondary for Tyrone.
And a timeout called on the far side by the Rangers. They didn't like what they saw either.
once again that winning.
Braden Ewing enjoying the fruits of his efforts last week, getting the player of the game. Coach, tell us how that went.
Very well. You know, Braden came down very articulate. We talked for a while. He's He's already was coming from being hydrated for wrestling. You know, he's a tremendous heavyweight wrestler for Tyrone. And he was talking, and we were chatting about what his intentions are, and he's talking about, he's thinking about Mercyhurst. He's going to take a visit to Shippensburg. I mean, his education is going to continue, which is always good news. But again, all these guys have been very articulate and well-mannered. I haven't had to throw any penalty flags in the hallway of the school.
Well, they're apparently different when they're out on the field.
I don't know. Maybe I should come down and do the pregame pep talk. Okay, guys.
Here we go.
Be nice.
2nd and 8 from their own 40, just outside their own 45-yard line. Cornell, 2 backs in the backfield, I formation, rolling. Screen pass set up to the far side. That's complete to the 40, 35, to the 30, to the 25. Xander Richardson, so good in the open field. Turns a short pass into a huge gain.
And Devin Kroll saved a touchdown. And again, missed tackles, reaching and trying to grab.
1st and 10 from the Golden Eagles' 23-yard line. It's easy to see the setup of a play like that from up here. The Golden Eagles did not see it in time, so the gain is huge for the Rangers, and they're just outside red zone territory. Cornell's going to keep it, breaks a tackle, and gains 5 yards on a play that it had no business gaining any yards.
No.
And he gets up hurt. I think his hand maybe got crunched in the melee on that tackle, and that's his passing hand.
From up here, it looked like he was going to be stopped.
That's the end of the quarter, too,
right
Coach.
at the line of scrimmage. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. So the 4 fingers will go up. This is a big fourth quarter, one of the biggest of the year for the Golden Eagles. They're facing the adversity of a touchdown deficit. We'll be back after this, Coach, right?
From the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle Football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7. The Train, WTRN.
This is Nathan Varilla, your 1999 state championship football team captain. Winning the state championship, you have to do everything excellent. Excellence matters. That's why here at Varilla Real Estate, I've taken what I've learned on the football field and applied it to our business. Doing the little things, outworking your competition, being aggressive, doing the right thing when no one's looking. Varilla Real Estate is ready to help you in all your real estate needs. When it's 4th and 4 and you need a touchdown by selling your house, call Varilla Real Estate today.
Having a good, reliable vehicle isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Wouldn't you want to buy a vehicle from a business that's been servicing automobiles for years? You should buy from Tyrone Tire and Automotive. They've got a nice selection of fully refurbished used vehicles with great warranties, and their technicians are certified for state inspections, and they'll service your vehicle from the engine to the tires. Worried about getting a loan? At Tyrone Tire and Automotive, it's buy here, pay here. For your next vehicle, go to Tyrone Tire and Automotive, TyroneAuto.com, or find them on Facebook.
96.9 and 100.7. The Train. The Train. WTRN.
Cornell goes play action. Straight drop. Looks back. Goes to the end zone. Incomplete. Good defensive coverage there. Double coverage, actually. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 11:52. First play of the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, it's 28-21. Forest Hills leading Tyrone. 3rd and 5 from the Golden Eagles' 18-yard line. The way Carpenter has kicked for Forest Hills tonight, I would imagine a field goal is an option in what normally for most high school teams is 4-down territory. They're going to go from the I. The running game has been working well. This is a big play for the Golden Eagle defense. They've come up big all season long. This is a big one. Nothing doing.
Again,
Xander Richardson stopped for no gain.
And again, they're running that little inside trap, and that time Braden Ewing ran it down from behind. and prevented the cutback block after the trap block.
And Lucas Walk came off holding his right arm up and took his helmet off as soon as he was signaling to the sideline, I need help, I need help. And he is in some serious discomfort on the near sideline. You can't afford to lose him defensively. It will be a field goal attempt of 35 yards for the Rangers.
Carpenter.
And Caden Carpenter. The snap, the kick, it is up and
good.
It is good. It was good from 50. It was good from 50. 35-yarder makes it 31-21, 11 minutes left in the ball game. And you just lost one of your better players in Lucas Walk. When he came to the sideline, he threw his helmet off. He was definitely struggling with an arm injury.
And that was a big 3 points.
Makes it a 2-score game now.
Tyrone is down 31-21.
When they led it 14-0, I thought, man, they really are playing with some confidence. And then the balloon just popped. Second quarter, Rangers said, we're better than this. The Golden Eagles seemed to decide they weren't as good as they were playing in that first quarter, which is odd. There's no reason for it, but they just kind of, I don't even think you said they took their foot off the pedal as much as something just clicked for Forest Hills to say enough of this. And so now the kick from Carpenter will come to Hoover and Krul at their own 10.
And now, since that field goal, Jim, not only did the Tyrone Golden Eagles have to take care of Forest Hill, now time becomes a factor for them. There's a lot of time now, but you are talking a 2-score game.
Returnable? No. Into the end zone, hits at the goal line and bounces in. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles from their own 20. Kicking game is not often a weapon at this level, but it certainly has been tonight for the Forest Hills Rangers.
Absolutely.
Tyrone used a timeout earlier in this half. They have 2 left. Ditto the Rangers.
And again, Forest Hill secondary has really blanketed Andrew Weaver. I mean, the second half.
They've taken away the weapons.
Yep.
You're going to have to rely on somebody else. Ronan in the backfield with Ashton Walk. 4 receivers in formation now. Hoover goes left. They're going to set up the screen. It's Ronan at the 20, 25, 30, cross the 35, and tackled from behind at the 36.
And that was number 61?
66.
66,
Yeah.
wow. You know, that's that
A
linebacker.
stout guy, number 66,
Yeah,
caught Ronan from behind.
He's been playing pass coverage and everything tonight. That's Jacob Yetzky.
So a first down from their own 36. Walk brings Hoover. Low snap. Breaks up the timing, and as a result, Walk maybe got a yard. And that low snap messes it up.
Yep.
Clock rolling, coming up on 10 minutes left. 2nd and 9 from their 36.
And Walk didn't even hesitate. He just took the ball and went right to the hole that was called. Tried to get what he could out of it.
Stephen Buck will go wide to the right. That is the short side of the field for Ashton Walk with Ronan in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left. He's rolling this way. Looking. Now he's going to go back to his right. He's going to have to avoid a sack. Throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 9 from the 36.
And that's something that Ashton's got to understand. He went back to the right, but every receiver for Tyrone was down here on the left.
He gave up on his receivers here on the near side, or could have tried to run.
Yep, because there was no receivers at all
there was nobody
on
there.
the other side.
Right.
Everybody was on the lower side of the field here as we're looking at it. Okay, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. And Tyrone cannot afford to just give the ball back because Forest Hills will probably take another 2 or 3 minutes off the clock.
Need a big play from your big play players. Watch for Andrew Weaver, Brady Ronan. One of those two has to make a play here. Walk. Going to go deep. It's a dying quail. It was a poorly thrown ball, almost intercepted into double coverage. He threw that up for grabs again, and he's lucky he didn't get intercepted. It's going to bring up 4th and 9.
He's putting a lot of arc on that ball, and it's hanging up there and giving Forest Hills time to, get to the ball. And
there was a fluttering pass as well. He's lucky that it may have acted as well as a punt, perhaps.
And
depending on a return.
Andrew Weaver did a nice job of making sure it wasn't intercepted.
Romani. Punt, hits and bounces over the head of the return man.
He might have touched that.
Did he touch it? He's down inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line, and then a flag is thrown after that. Who is that going to be called against?
It better not be Gage Miller, number 13. Because if it is, he better keep walking right to the parking lot because Coach Franco will be in his shorts.
Here's the call. It's going to be an after the whistle personal foul. Here we go. Yep. His second 15-yarder of the game.
And that is going to put the ball, inside the 1-yard line just about.
Well, the ball at the 1, now add the 15. No?
Half-yard line, inside the 1. Yeah, because the ball was down at the 1.
Right.
And then it was a dead ball foul. So
against
15.
Tyrone.
No, it was against Forest Hills.
Oh, it was?
Yes, it was against.
He said 13.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the other
clearly
number.
It was the other 13 then. My apologies.
No problem.
From their own goal line, Cornell tries to get some breathing room. After the whistle, Miller came out of there and he was animated.
Yeah.
And it looked like he was going to get hit with that
that's
penalty.
That's why he said if it was him, he better keep going to the parking lot because Coach Franco is going to be all over him. But it was the other 13 that was back there.
I definitely stand corrected. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Make it 1, actually. Make it 2nd and 9. From their own 2, they lead it 31-21, 8:40 and counting.
Nobody covering anybody over here. Here we go. Jeez, that would have been disaster.
They're going to keep it on the ground. Just try and eat up some clock. Poppinchak with the carry. 3rd and 8. They give him a yard.
And boy, the coaching staff at Tyrone is kind of getting all over Gage Miller there. He's real animated out there, clapping and yelling, and they ever since the play went dead, they've been yelling at him to settle down. So they don't want to. They can't give up a penalty here.
And they can't give up a first down here. From the eye, Cornell. Will they throw it? They are. They're looking to throw. He's going to go over the middle, and it is it intercepted? They say the ball hit the ground. We have no way of knowing if that hit the ground other than the official right there was able to make the call and said it hit the ground. Hard to believe it didn't, but it sure was close. Incompletion brings up 4th and 8.
If that ball did not hit the ground, Coach Franco would have been probably halfway out to the 20-yard line. So close only counts in horseshoes.
Yep.
Tyrone should get good field position. Now he'll try to kick this ball towards the Forest Hills bench so he gets a roll and no return.
Kroll is the lone receiver standing at the Rangers 40. A short kick. Hits at the 30 and hits a Rangers player at the 35 and stops. He hit the ball at the 35. The officials have to have seen that. Yes, they are pointing back to the 35. It hit number 7 in the arm after it hit the ground.
And they should put about 5-6 seconds back on the clock, too.
First and 10, excellent field position for the Golden Eagles at the Rangers' 35-yard line.
And Tyrone has to score quickly here.
And here come the Golden Eagles. Block Cruel. Weaver into the huddle. They break the huddle, sending 2 to the top side. 2 short side with Ronan joining Walk in the backfield. Here we go. Going to the air, flushed out of the pocket. Looking for some room to run. He's got room to run.
Run it. No.
Downfield, he's got Kroll wide open in the end zone for the touchdown. Ashton Walk. Oh, and there's a man downfield, illegal man downfield, and Richard Rawlings is just beside himself. The officials immediately identifying number 67 as downfield. Touchdown will not count. Clearly downfield, at least 5 yards, unfortunately, and the officials caught it.
Okay, let's go. That play's over. Next play's on its way.
5 yards back to the 40. First and 15. Walk, great job avoiding the rush, finding time, but in the process, the offensive lineman, they start blocking downfield thinking he's going to run. You were calling for him to run.
Yeah.
He could have run.
He could have run for 20, 25 yards. That ball would have been on the 15, but he did see an open receiver, and he put it in the end zone for a touchdown, so you can't fault Ashton for that.
Walk's going to keep it, and he's not going to go anywhere. Hit hard out of bounds. No gains. Going to bring up second and 15.
And that was a broken play. That was supposed to be a handoff because Walk spun around wondering where the ball was at, and he just took off running.
Yep.
That was a busted play there on the part of Tyrone.
Stoppage of the clock at 7:14. Buck is wide to the near side in front of the Tyrone bench. 3 receivers out to the right, and it's dropped by Seth Hoover. Looked upfield before he made the catch.
That's his second drop tonight, Seth. Nobody around him. Ball hit him right in the hands.
3rd and 15. So the good field position that they are enjoying is in danger of evaporating. However, I would imagine if you get something here, you're going to go for it on 4th down. Pretty much have to.
I think he tried to get at least 7, 8, maybe 10 yards here to make it a 4th and
5 or less.
5 or less, yeah. And they're going to be blitzing from the outside there.
Hoover goes wing right. Straight drop. Walk. Dancing. Hits Weaver across the middle. At the 25, he's upended inside the 20. That's enough for a first down. Andrew Weaver just gets open. Down to the 17.
So that gives Tyrone a first down.
The folks watching on the stream at home, wherever home is,
L.A.,
are
Los
able
Angeles.
to replay that interception from earlier, and we're being told as Stephen Buck makes the catch over on the near sideline for a gain of a couple that ball did not touch the ground. You're right, though. Coach Franco did not vocalize much of a contradiction. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3.
Clock's running down to 6:10 on a running clock. Tyrone in the red zone at the 10-yard line with a 2nd and 3, as Jim said. Got to put it in for a score here.
From the pistol. And there's movement before the snap of the ball.
Seth Hoover.
Everybody. There was a couple of folks moving there, and Ashton Walk is letting his offensive line know they move it back to the 15-yard line. Guys, we can't make mistakes like this when we're down by 10 points with the clock winding. Ronan going to be tackled in the backfield.
Totally,
Loss of 4.
totally unblocked. From his linebacker position, he was totally unblocked to make the stop.
Things are just collapsing all around him out on the field for the Golden Eagles. Missed assignments. Lack of focus penalties. This is not the Golden Eagle team that we've come to become familiar with these last 5 weeks.
Shooting themselves in the foot, that's for sure.
Walk, looking. He's got a man open. Is it Gage Miller sliding to make the catch? Did he make the catch? They say no. It was actually Seth Hoover. Tried to make a sliding catch and couldn't hold on. Flag is down inside the 5. Let's see what that is. Could it be defensive holding?
This is a big call here.
It is.
Big call.
Here's the call. Replay 4th down, but it's going to be fourth.
It's third down.
Excuse me, third down rather.
Right.
Third and about 3. Call it 2.
Now, this is a big play, Jim, because if they don't make it, Coach Franco is going to have to say, do I give Romani a chance to make this a one-score game?
Walk rolling. He's got room. He's got a man. And it's knocked away. Couldn't get it over the hands of the outstretched linebacker. Walk had Hoover open. And a good play by the linebacker to bat it away. And so now here's the question. You've got 4th down. You're down by 10. You need a score. You need a touchdown and a field goal. Do you get the field goal while you're here? They are going to...
Doesn't look like they're going to do it.
They're going to go for it. They can get the first down by just picking up 1 here. But the clock is definitely a factor. 5 minutes and counting. Walk. And the offensive line moved before the snap. Braden Ewing.
And that was Braden Ewing that time.
False start by the Golden Eagles. He stepped out of his, he leaned back.
Yep.
And couldn't hold his position.
One of the linebackers came up like he was going to blitz.
Does this change your decision to go for the field goal? Yes, no, yes. It's 4th and 6.
This would be a 32-yard. They might not just have confidence right now. They've got to get the first down.
They got to get the first down, exactly.
This could be the ball game right here.
Hoover in motion, provides blocking. Walk. He's going to throw desperately to the end zone. Incomplete.
Off his back foot, being pressured.
Turnover on downs for the Golden Eagles, giving the Rangers the ball with a 10-point lead and 4:56 left to go in the ball game.
Make sure you stay tuned after the game, because we're going to have the Snare and Associates post-game show. This is Tyrone Auto post-game show from the Snare and Associates booth. So we'll be bringing you some information on the game, next game, and we'll go from there.
Rangers spread out this Golden Eagle defense, 3 wide receivers, and they're going to go to the ground. They have been so successful running the football tonight. That's Richardson on the carry, number 5. Give him 3, 2nd and 7.
And Andrew Weaver in on the stop for the Tyrone Golden Eagles.
Clock rolling. 4.5 left to go. Golden Eagles led this 14-0. They scored at will on their first 2 possessions, and since then, they've just not been able to get that magic back.
You know what this reminds me of? The very first game of the year at Clearfield. You know, they were up 19-2. And then they come out in the second half and just didn't even look like the same team.
Cornell, shotgun snap. Gives it on the ground. On the bottom of the pile is Rawlings. On top was Hoover. It's a gain of 7. Going to bring up 3rd and 1. First down here pretty much puts the capper on it.
Yep. With 3:30 left in the game.
Oh, and the Rangers moved. Cornell tried to draw the Golden Eagles into the neutral zone, but his own teammate couldn't hold his position, so they'll mark it off for 5. 3rd and 6 from the 18.
Right now, if Tyrone, they're going to have to watch for that inside trap, because that's been the bread and butter success play of the game for Forest Hills, is that trap over their left guard.
The ball on the near side hash mark, going from left to right here at Gray Vets. I formation, Cornell under center. The deep back, no gain, maybe a yard. Whistles, timeout called by the Golden Eagles. They'll have 1 remaining. Stops the clock with 2:56 left, Coach. We have the player of the game coming up after the final whistle. We'll look forward to that. We haven't had a chance to really delve into that yet. Yeah, we're going to have to figure that out.
We're going to have to figure that out when we go on a commercial break, because, boy, it's,
Yeah, I think I could.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a player that makes sense.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. And, we want to also say stay tuned for, as Jim mentioned, it's the Varilla Real Estate Player of the Game. And Varilla Real Estate's proud to recognize the outstanding efforts of our area athletes in naming the Player of the Game award. So that'll be done during the post-game show, which is the Tyrone Tire and Auto post-game show right after the game. So make sure you join Jim and I after that.
4th and 5. Krull will stand at his 45, awaiting the punt from the Rangers. So the defense does its job to get the ball back. Now a return in a short field. Certainly a missed opportunity when they got down to the 10 on their last possession and come away with... No, the snap goes through the end zone. Did it go into the end zone?
Yes,
through the end zone. It
zone.
actually stopped before it got there. Now they'll get a safety. Well, there's a gift.
So now you're talking about a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, because they're going to have to punt the ball to Tyrone.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
That snap wasn't even close. Wembayama couldn't have corralled that one, the 7-foot giant of the Spurs. So that makes it 31-23. I'm not sure it makes the cheese any more binding. Yeah, we'll see. The punt will come from the 20.
So 31-23.
They're going to kick it, rather. Excuse me. And some rain gear has started to come out. Some of the fans here. I'm not sure if I see sprinkles or not. Some fans are scrambling for ponchos. Ronan and Krull back at their own 25. Carpenter with the ball on the tee at the 20.
And Tyrone has to be alert, because even though this is after a safety, this is a live ball.
Mm-hmm.
So don't allow yourselves to be conned into giving the ball right back to Forest Hills.
Line drive. Ronan has it at the 25. Up over the 30, 35, 40. out to midfield, so a good return by Ronan, 30 yards. 1st and 10 for the Golden Eagles. They're a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away.
And Tyrone has 1 timeout remaining. And
so this is good. This gets pretty interesting now.
49 yards and a 2-point conversion, and we'll be headed to overtime.
Yep. Unlikely as that may have sounded just a few minutes ago, amazing what a snap over the head of the punter can do. And they were lucky that that ball didn't turn into a touchdown because it did not reach the end line of the end zone. It stayed in the end zone.
Play clock's down at 12, but should not be a problem.
Pistol to Ronan. 45, 40, hard hit, 35, driving down to the 30-yard line. Ronan not to be denied.
Don't settle down. Oh, my. He got up, and I thought, no, don't give it up. Don't give it up.
19 yards.
To the 30.
Uh-huh.
Another first down.
Golden Eagles now playing inspired on offense. Buck wide right. Slot man is Hoover. Krull. Wide left. Walk. He's going to run it. And he's not going to go anywhere. No gain. Couldn't find an open man. It's going to keep a clock rolling. Under 2 minutes. A minute 58, 57. Looking at 2nd and 10 from the 30 of the Rangers.
And once again,
waiting for your receivers to get back into the huddle. They were downfield.
And once again, the Rangers on defense, their ends are just boxing. They don't want Walk to get outside.
Sidecar right is Ronan. Hoover in motion to the slot right. He's flushed again, but avoids a tackle. Throws downfield. It is incomplete. Walk just had no time. He had to retreat 20 yards. And now he's having an animated conversation with his offensive line. Got to keep control here. Got to stay poised. He's exhorting his offensive line to give him time to throw. Frustrated, we understand. You miss Eli Woomer. He's a good receiver, gets open. It's next man up for Stephen Buck. It's now 3rd and 10 from the Rangers 30. What's the play call here? Obviously, they're going to go to the air. Walk. Across the middle, behind the man. It was Weaver. Incompletion brings up 4th and 10.
Yep, this is the game right here. 4th down. 4th and 10 from the 30 with a minute 21 to go on the clock. Tyrone holding on to that 1 timeout just in case.
Tight formation. 2 receivers to the right, and now a timeout is called, I believe, by Forest Hills. They want to make sure they're all on the same page here, Coach.
Right. And the yard to gain will be to the 20-yard line, right on the 20, in order to do that. So make sure that you stay tuned for the Tyrone Tire and Auto Post Game Show. That'll be coming up after the 4th quarter. We'll go back and bring you some information about next week. There was some talk about moving the site. It was originally said it would be Tyrone playing Penn Cambria at Penn Cambria, but the word has kind of trickled down that their field, which is a natural surface, is just not almost playable. So they're looking at possibly moving it. So we'll keep you alert on that as that progresses, but we probably won't know anything until they meet over the weekend here. The Laurel Highlands Athletic Committee meets, and then we'll be able to find out something there. So, Jim, this is going to be it. 1:21 left, 31-23. 4th and 10 for the Tyrone Golden Eagles.
Big play time. Big time plays made by big time players. Who's it going to be? Ashton Walk. The ball in his hands. Finds Weaver for the first down inside the 15 to the 10. Clock is going to wind. They're going to stop it to move the sticks. Walk to Weaver. At the Rangers' 11-yard line. Now the clock is rolling.
It's rolling. We're down to 107, 106.
Quickly to the line they go. 4 receivers in formation. Ronan in the backfield. Walk awaits the shotgun snap. He's got it. He's going to throw the fade for Weaver. Jump ball knocked away. Incomplete, stops the clock with 53.5. That coverage was, there was very little chance that ball was going to be completed. He made his mind up. He was throwing that ball from the very time he got it in his hands.
He's lucky it wasn't intercepted, too. So that at least that stops the clock for Tyrone. Makes it a 2nd and 10 from the 11 with 53.5 seconds remaining. I think Forest Hills is going to drop 2, 4, 6. They're dropping 6 men into the end zone here. They're going to just go back and stay in the end zone.
Walk quickly to, no, incomplete. They called it incomplete. Stephen Buck couldn't hang on to it at the 5. The ball was there, a little low. Need to make that catch. He's not had a lot of chances to make catches, but tonight he's been called into action by the injury to Eli Woomer. So now it's 3rd and 10 from the 11.
2 plays left for Tyrone here to try to pull this out and tie it up.
Watch for Weaver. That's Hoover in motion. And now Walk rolling right. He struggled from this play previously thrown to the end zone. Is it complete? Touchdown, Stephen Buck on the receiving end for the touchdown, and the Tyrone Golden Eagles are a 2-point play away.
Was that Buck?
It was number 9. In traffic, no less. Just a laser beam from Ashton Walk. Now, oh my. What do you call for the 2-point play?
This is going to be interesting for all the marbles here.
Here we go.
31-29.
Out of the huddle come the Golden Eagles. 3 receivers to the right. They're between the hash marks with Buck single coverage left, and now the Rangers call timeout. Golden Eagle faithful rise to their feet. We're one big play away from what was a 31-21 deficit into a 31-31 tie. Talk about coming back in the face of adversity.
And coming back and overdoing a hole that they dug so deep for themselves with penalties. My goodness, but that showed some real grit and some true drive there.
The Golden Eagles are out on the field. They are right to the line of scrimmage. The Rangers are late to the party, but they think they know what they want to do. Did the Golden Eagles switch anything up? We're about to find out. Walk, shotgun snap awaits. Ronan in the backfield. Here we go. Walk's going to keep it. Finds the end zone. Did he get stopped short? He got stopped short.
Give it time.
Sideline judge comes in and says he is short.
Boy, just by inches, too.
Just by inches. The play call was Walk calling his number, and they just couldn't find an extra half a yard to get to the end zone. And that will do it. And the fans here for the Tyrone Golden Eagles rise up to say it was an extra special effort, but it just doesn't pay off. Lots of things worked against the Golden Eagles tonight. Some were of their own doing. Over 100 yards in penalties. But the Rangers will come out, and an onside kick will ensue. See what happens there. Man, I was looking forward to a 2-point conversion call.
Almost made it. Almost made it. Sometimes you get that, sometimes you don't.
He was hit hard, just shy of the end zone.
I remember in 2011, Mansion Park, Tyrone, Aliquippa. Aliquippa went for the 2-point conversion to win, and it was stuffed just like that at the 1-inch line, and Tyrone won the Western State Championship by 1 point.
So let's see what the Golden Eagles have in store for an onside kick. 10 men up between the 50 and the 45 of the Rangers. It's going to take a bounce. It's going to take something special here.
A lot of room between the 40 and the 20.
Yeah.
But it's high school, so, the ability to be able to cover that kind of turf that quick.
Well, this is their last gasp. Romani with the ball on the tee. He knows what he wants to do. And it hits the Ranger right in the chest. Good job of making that catch. That's why you're a Hands team member up there. The Rangers recover it, and that'll do it.
Yep, that's going to do it. It's going to be a 31-29 unfortunate evening for Tyrone Golden Eagle, but the Tyrone Golden Eagle fans are giving their team a round of applause here, even though lots of them are leaving right now. Not sure how many yards and penalties, Jim, but I know it's got to be a boatload. And many of them were after good plays that, took away the good plays.
Right, and after the whistle. Victory formation for the Rangers. And that's it. They don't have to take another snap.
Nope. That's going to be the ball game.
31-29 is your final. Rangers win it. The Golden Eagles' 5-game win streak is snapped, and they're going to head to next week's playoff matchup with Penn Cambria with a 6-4 record. We'll be back to wrap things up from Gray Vets Field right after this, Chuck.
From the Snare and Associates broadcast booth, this is Tyrone Golden Eagle football, presented by Tyrone Tire and Auto and Premier Pest Control on 96.9 and 100.7. The Train, WTRN.
This is Nathan Varilla, your 1999 state championship football team captain. Winning a